misfits and dope addicts are here.
Is he still alive?
Well, Benji in Mill Creek texted that, yes, he checked on Billy Squire.
He's fine.
And he's fine. He's just fine in Mill Creek.
He's 75 today.
That's too bad.
In Mill Creek.
Why is that too bad? You wish ill on Billy Squire?
Oh, that song. It peaked at 45 on the Billboard.
Not his biggest hit. No.
I picked the shortest one.
Oh, God.
And by the way, thank
Awful.
you, Kerry Jackson. I didn't request that. I know you might have thought I lobbied for that. You did that all on your own.
I'm just in a hurry to get things done today.
When you come round, I never get down. I fly across the floor. I see you coming on me, and I can't ask for more.
Well, no, why?
Rock me, sock me, baby. You got me riding to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Rake me, shake me, baby. You make me turn me on again.
Mm-hmm. That's his kind of lover.
Yeah, I know, because he says it 50 times in the song. My kind of lover. Oh, God, it's awful.
I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again for his
please.
birthday. Years ago, like this might be 20 years ago, radio stations would get, hey, so-and-so's available for an interview.
Mm-hmm.
And Billy Squire's people, because they don't know from stations, said to X96, hey, Billy Squire's available for an interview. Would you like to?
And everybody said no.
And I said yes, knowing full well that this is not an interview we would ever play on the air.
Just so you could talk to Billy Squire.
Yes.
Why? You know, he says my kind of lover at the end of that song. I'm counting it 15 times in a row.
Because I had always hoped to be his kind of lover, maybe. Maybe that was it.
You mean the kind that comes over him? That's what you wanted? Sweet Gina Barberi, who is just months away from being a waitress at JB's.
She was overcome.
But you wanted to be his kind of lover.
Maybe.
The one that he could see coming on him and can't ask for more.
Maybe.
Serving up pieces of strawberry pie at JB's and being sweet and nice to people. And you wanted that for your life.
But so I'm coming clean here by admitting that Billy Squire just spent about 15 minutes talking to me, thinking that would be broadcast out into the world, and it was just my own private use.
I wonder how he'd feel about that.
I feel bad.
He says my kind of lover in that song 30 times. 30 times. I'm looking at the lyrics and counting them 30 times because he couldn't think of anything else. Oh, man. So how was your conversation with Billy? Well, what did the two of you chat about? Did you find that you had something in common? Anything in common at all?
So this was at a period of time.
Do you still have a copy of that interview? That'd be great.
I don't know, somewhere maybe. But
I'd like to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was at his period in his life where he had all the hits.
He was never going to have another.
So he was pivoting to his more personal acoustic stuff.
Oh God, I'll bet that's good.
That nobody cared about, because that's how that goes. Nobody cares about it. But I feel like I did him a favor by if he's not as popular as he used to be.
He was coming to town apparently. Where was he going to play?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, come on. Oh, that'd be so good.
Like an intimate club. It was not an arena show for Lonely as the Night.
Liquid Joe's? Was he going to be at Liquid Joe's? I'll bet he was going to be at Liquid Joe's.
Probably not. Yeah. I can play the game with Billy Squire.
Well, I'm sure you could.
And you don't remember what you talked about?
About his new, softer side.
Did you ask him about his hair? Come on.
Did I ask him about his hair? No, I did.
You've always had such nice, curly, long hair.
Yes.
Is it?
That's why I wanted to be his lover. Here in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Billy?
Everybody wants you.
I work at JB's here in town, so when you come to town,
It's the song that killed him. Rock Me Tonight.
Mm-hmm. Killed his career.
Killed his career.
Oh, the video?
Yep.
The video.
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
The stroke.
So Billy,
Everybody wants you.
Billy, I'll give you a free piece of strawberry pie when you come to
A
JB's.
free piece of strawberry pie. Oh, I don't know. What is this?
It's just like Bob's Big Boy, except it's JB's. So you'd be familiar with it.
What is this?
It sounds sort of like Tom Sawyer.
Where's Billy from? Is he Canadian?
Let's see.
He seems nice enough.
No, I think he's like the back east kid.
He's a back east guy.
You know, like New York or. You think I'd remember from our interview?
You'd think.
Yeah. No, you were too starstruck to remember that kind of stuff.
Can you play a little bit of "Don't Say You Love Me"?
That's not in his top 10.
I know it's not.
Gina likes the Billy Squire, the deep cuts.
The deep cuts.
She likes the deep cuts. He's from Massachusetts.
"Don't Say You Love Me" is "Don't Say You Love Me, just say huh." It's a huh song.
Hang on.
His middle name is Hayes Slip. William Hayes Slip Squire.
This is not it.
That's not it.
No.
Oh, God. God.
This is not that painful for you, is it? There we go. Just give it. Let me have it till it's the huh. Can I have a huh? I just want a huh.
We're running out of time.
It'll get here.
Jeez.
Shut up for 2 seconds. Let me have this.
You're talking more than I am.
Shh, quiet.
It's pretty bad.
I really liked the strawberry pie at JB's.
It was good, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was.
Yeah.
And a big boy, a double burger.
Oh, yeah.
With a special sauce on it.
I could go for one right
Oh,
now.
God, I really like that place.
This has been Farting Around with Carrie, Bill, and Gina on X96, Radio from Hell.
Okay, I'm going home now. So, yeah,
Did that wear you out?
I just can't. Yeah, we'll take a break here, and then we'll come back with your check-ins. Maybe you want to share a memory of Billy Squire. Wouldn't you like to do that? I talked to your
A memory.
I talked to your friend Vic on Friday. By the
Oh,
way.
you did?
Yeah.
It was his birthday, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah. I don't think I'd ever met Vic before.
Yes, you have. He's been in the studio.
Yeah, I don't think I ever met him. No. 877-602-9696. Check in with the Radio from Hell show. God,
It's okay, Vic. Bill doesn't remember meeting famous people.
I don't even remember Gina very often.
That's true.
33986 is the text number. Check in with us, please. because there was a little icon on my phone that I didn't know exactly what it meant.
Oh.
I hadn't seen it before, and so I thought something might be wrong with my phone. And I go in there, and I was only there for 5 minutes because the person who helped me was very knowledgeable.
Was
and
helpful.
and went, oh, this and this. Oh, look, here's what it is. For some reason you're mobile. It's like, there. Now it's gone. Here, fine. And but the person who helped me, her name was Heaven. And I said, is that your real name, Heaven? Is that your real? Yes, it is. And I would have liked to have chatted with her a bit more about that name. Well, why did why did your parents name you that? And has it caused you any problems?
Why would you think it would cause her problems?
It's because it's so lofty. It's unusual and it's lofty, and it's the kind of thing that a lot of kids would make fun of because kids will make fun of almost anything.
Just about anything, yeah.
My mother's name, Nola. Her parents, my grandparents, named her that because they were looking for a name they didn't think kids would make fun of at the time. Yeah. It didn't work. No, didn't work. But that was a specific thought in their mind.
Yeah.
We want to give her a name that nobody will make fun of.
Yeah.
But I didn't get. I'd like to. I wonder if it causes her any problems.
It's my parents' favorite Talking Head song.
I mean, I can think of other names that would give you more problems than Heaven would. Like,
More like hell.
like Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
That's,
Yeah.
that's Jermaine
Jermaine
Jackson's.
No,
Jermaine
yeah, except
Your
if
Majesty.
you're part of the Jackson family, nobody's going to give you crap
I guess
about
probably not.
It makes sense when.
Yeah. There are a lot of people named Nevaeh,
that. Nevaeh, yeah. I've heard that.
which is heaven spelled backwards.
Oh,
That's
I
what
didn't
that
know that.
is.
Nevaeh.
Yeah.
Ah.
So
and Prem is Merp spelled backwards. I don't
doesn't
know.
help.
I'm going to name my
either
kid
way.
Prem.
This is a good reminder, though. We love to help you with baby names
Yes.
we will run through all of the negative things that could possibly come from naming your child something. Or sometimes we have people that say that the parents are arguing about the name, and we'll help break the tie.
We'll help break the tie.
You can just email us your baby names,
Yeah.
radiofromhell@x96.com.
No, I liked that name, Heaven. I thought
I think it's a great
that's
name, yeah.
delightful. That's charming. It's sweet. But maybe name somebody Afterlife.
Well,
You know,
that's not a good name.
no,
Heaven's
well-
a good name. But
What are other words for heaven?
paradise?
Yeah, paradise.
The Andorian term is unpronounceable.
How about
To
the
the Klingons, it's Vortavor.
celestial kingdom?
No, that's too long. It's-
Just celestial. Okay, then let's go to your check-ins. 877-602-9696. That's the number. You can also text us 33986. But I suppose we have to officially begin the program, don't we?
Brought to you by Click It or Ticket. Remember to buckle up your loved ones. Every trip, every seat, every age. A message by the Utah Department of Public Safety. Visit clickitutah.gov.
The moon is 99.8% of full.
It was pretty bright.
Is it a full moon? What's the date? It's a full moon.
I would think that it would qualify.
Yep,
yes.
it is a full moon today. And today is Monday. It's the 12th day of May in the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, 2025. It's International Myalgic Encephalomyelitis Chronic Fatigue Syndrome Day.
Oh, sure.
That just makes me tired even
Yeah.
saying it. It's you dig day. Can you dig it?
Can you dig it?
Can you dig it?
I knew that you could.
Can you dig it? It's National Tampon Day.
Oh.
Nutty Fudge Day. National Limerick Day. There was an old man. No, I can't do
Nope.
that. And it's yesterday was Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day yesterday. And there we go.
Everybody look at the moon. Everybody seeing the moon. The moon is white, is milky white. Everybody look at the moon. Oh. Yeah, I did a song.
You'll be able to see that nice full moon. 9:08 p.m. is when the moon will rise tonight. And this is an all-new edition of the Radio from Hell show, starring the Lords of Morning Radio. Kerry Jackson, right there. I'm Bill Allred, right here. That's Gina Barberi, right over there. Katie, for short, is our fine, fine producer. And who's helping out today? Oh, it's Samson.
Tanner.
Who?
That's Tanner. Always has been Tanner. Will be
I thought
Tanner
his name was
tomorrow.
Samson.
No.
And the dog is there as well, I'm sure. Vac is there, yeah, somewhere. All right.
There he is. All right.
Now let's go to check-ins.
All right. Let's see. 877-602-9696. Sketchy Blake of Ogden checking in. Gina, I tried the cookie.
Oh, the
Sketchy
pretzel
Blake. He
chocolate.
came to my remote, and I gave him a cookie, and I gave Vic a cookie.
What'd they think?
They said they're okay.
Well, Sketchy Blake says that it was okay as an Oreo, terrible as a pretzel cookie.
Right?
Not
I
a
had
good-
an expectation.
Not a pretzel cookie, but it's an okay Oreo.
Troy of Riverton checking in. Right Wing Wade, Mixer Driver Shane from Kusharam.
Oh, he actually on his Instagram, he tagged us in it.
Oh, good.
He takes his Radio from Hell diner style mug. If you win one from us, you should do what he does, and he takes it when he goes to a restaurant and uses it there.
Richard, who's not a dick, checking in. Zane of Dallas checking in. Mrs. Zane made it home last Wednesday.
Oh, good.
These pretzels are making me thirsty. Who's doing sports? I believe it's Amy Donaldson. To hear Gina giggle like a teenage girl. What a great way to start the week. Mike in Nashville checking in. Is it sacrilegious to say Billy Squire music sounds like Led Zeppelin?
Oh, don't let Ed Brass
no,
hear you
yeah.
say that.
Oh,
I think Ed would not be happy with that.
no.
Patrick, the friendly neighborhood middle school teacher, checking in. Johnny B checking in, listening while sharpening my hoe to clean up a few weeds out in my garlic patch before I grind some high spots off my concrete floor.
I met Johnny B this weekend. He brought me root beer that wasn't root beer, that was alcoholic root beer.
Oh.
So would
Thank you, Johnny B.
You get drunk at your remote?
No, I saved it for after.
No, you didn't. You threw it away, didn't
No,
you?
I did not.
Good morning, Jocelyn from Sandy checking in. Tristan from the most west of Jordan's checking in. Dan of Evanston. Rye from Orem. I worked at JB's, and that
did?
strawberry pie was the reason my BFF became my BFF. I always have him extra big slice with extra whipped cream. And when I showed up at his house with the whole pie, it began a friendship that is still the best more than 50 years later.
Oh, I love that story.
I don't know. I just remember. I remember that strawberry pie
it's good.
so well.
Yeah.
Mishak Averta checking in. Hope the week is as lively as farting around was. Mikkel Verino checking in. Gina, I'm right there with you. I also was in love with Billy Squire,
Thank you.
but in middle school.
I'm a little older than you.
Lance of Vineyard checking in. My first Hayslip Squire moment. Just now. I say, huh? That was sublime.
William Hayslip Squire.
Tommy the Gun checking in. Perry City Listener checking in. Happy anniversary to my amazing wife. 14 years and going strong.
Well done.
Ron the Carpenter went down the Columbo hole this weekend.
Yeah, we were talking about Columbo on Friday.
Kenny from Lehigh checking in. Happy late Mother's Day. Metal Shop Mark here in Tooele saying, Billy Squire, boo. Kilroy was here checking in from the most pleasant of groves. Judge Nelson from Gilbert checking in.
Gilbert, Arizona?
Yeah,
I'm guessing.
I bet. Yeah.
Amber the lunch lady checking in. Our phone's working?
I met a guy at my remote on Friday at Subaru, young Subaru up in Ogden, and he came up to me before the remote and he said, "I'm the Subaru rep, and my home office is in Arizona, but I'm here for this event, and I come to Salt Lake and to Ogden very often." and I listen to you guys whenever I'm in town, and I have for years.
Well,
and I said, "What?" I said, "Don't you listen in Arizona?" He said, "No, I'm too lazy to download the app." But
It takes
he
2
said-
I was
seconds.
going to
I
say,
know.
did you grab his phone and download it for him?
I should have, but he said, "I only listen to you when I'm in town, and I stay at the Hilton all the time." And I finally realized that I was 40 feet away from your studio.
Yeah, around the corner.
Just right over here.
Yeah.
Woodworker Willie checking in. Let's see. That's pretty much everybody. Is it a slow Monday? What's going
Must
on?
be.
Are the phones not working?
Phones are working. I just tested them.
All right.
Okay. Well, I guess we can.
I didn't feel like calling anybody. I guess. So I guess the other people don't either.
All right.
Right Wing Wade checking in from I-15, both lanes and directions running smoothly. Thanks, Wade. Infiniteam is everybody, not just Wade. So whatever you're seeing, you can share it with us if it's safe for you to do that. 33986. Help everyone at Jerry Seiner Cadillac celebrate their new location with an incredible buying experience for your dream car. Come in today and experience the Seiner difference.
All right. So we're going to take a break, play a song for you. After the song, it's Big Boy News and a Pinuendo. Then right after that, it's Frank Christ presents They're Fine, They're Just Fine, the Dead Celebrity Game. We'll give you a list of 4 celebrity names. 3 of those celebrities are just fine. One of them is dead. If you pick the dead one correctly, you're going to win a prize. We'll explain more coming up. Stand by for all of that. UtahAdvocates.com.
It's horrible being in an accident.
Yeah.
The sound of the breaking glass and the metal crunching and the brakes squealing.
And you sit there for a moment after, once
A
it's
little
happened,
stunned?
a little stunned. You don't ever make the right choices. The first person I called was my wife.
Like,
Now, don't be mad was the first thing I said.
you should have called the
I should have,
advocates.
yes.
801-355-5550. You need to call the injury attorneys at the advocates. If you've been hurt in an accident, that's the first call you should make. Or have somebody in your family do it.
First call to the police.
Yes.
Second call to the advocates. You want to get them involved before you start getting all those medical bills.
You can call them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, too. 801-355-5550. They will take care of it. They don't charge you a dime out of pocket. They don't charge you any money at all until they get you a settlement, and by God, they'll get you one. 801-355-5550 or Utah.
It's often said that people of Utah speak a language all their own. It's a language that's often confusing and even incomprehensible to newcomers here in the Beehive State. So, Radio from Hell presents a handy guide to help everyone understand how the natives speak. It's the Utah word of the day, and today's word is
pill. P-I-L-L, pill. And variants of the word too, pilling, pilled, pillar. And now the mayor of Mona, Utah, the Honorable Don Criddle, and his son Denver, be listening for the word pill and its variations.
Son, when are you going to learn? Being the son of the mayor of Mona, Utah, comes with certain responsibilities. You cannot just be going off half-cocked all the time, Denver. The Criddle name is still strong and respected, no matter what shenanigans you and your hoodlum friends are doing.
What do you mean, shenanigans, Daddy? Is that a French word or something?
What I mean is the tomfoolery that you and your chums have been engaged in down to the church parking lot. Now, we Criddles are considered pillars of the community. We can't be associated with the ruckus that you boys have been committing.
I ain't sure what tomfoolin' ruckus you're referring to, Daddy. What did we do?
When I say ruckus and church parking lot, what does that suggest to you, son? I'll tell you what it suggests. You and your hoodlum chums that you and your mother and I have warned you to stay away from was creating a bunch of noise and such down to the ward parking lot late at night. There's neighbors around that ward house, Denver. And when you send them, when you and them ne'er-do-wells you run with, them boys from up to Payson, start burning rubber in the parking lot at 2 a.m., well, folks are going to complain.
Oh, I know, Daddy. I'm sorry. It don't look good for the mayor's son, me, Denver Criddle, to be doing that kind of thing, does it? I'm really sorry.
Well, I know that you know better, son. So why was you with them boys pilling out in the parking lot?
I just got carried away, Daddy. Phil and Paul come down from Payson in Paul's new muscle car, and Phil said, "You want to see Paul's car burn rubber? You can really make it peel out." If we hadn't been drinking Mountain Dew, I would have said no, but, well, like I said, I got carried away.
I understand, son. Nothing makes you feel more manly than a high-performance engine and the smell of burning rubber.
Mm-hmm.
There's a great appeal to pilling out, especially when you're young. I remember when I was 30.
Thank you, Daddy. And what about Mom? Is she going to be mad?
Well, maybe. But don't you worry, son. I'll just tell her to take a chill pill.
Join us again some other time as we examine how the Utah natives speak with the Utah word of the day.
Because
44 years ago,
wow,
on this day, Bob Marley died of skin cancer on his foot.
On his foot?
Yeah, between his toes.
Huh?
It's always the last place you look.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Well, I guess it's...
It can happen.
It's spread.
Anywhere.
He didn't like shoes, apparently.
He liked jamming, though. We know that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, there you go. We used to play that in semi-regular rotation.
Well, we had a reggae show on our station for a while.
Yeah.
For quite a while. Get Up, Stand Up. With what was the guy's name? Paul.
Red hair.
Paul. I can't think of his last name.
All reggae.
But he'd come in every Sunday and did a reggae show.
All right. We will do some big boy news. And right after that, it's Frank Christ Presents They're Fine, They're Just Fine, the Dead Celebrity Game. We will give you a list of 4 celebrity names. 3 of those celebrities, just fine. One of them is dead. If you pick the dead one correctly, you're going to win.
Tickets to see Youngblood, Youngblood, August 26th at the Union Events Center.
All right, Youngblood tickets, 877-602-9696. All you got to do is play Frank Christ Presents right after the news. News now brought to you by...
Join us for the Living Traditions Festival, May 16th through the 18th at Washington and Library Square. Enjoy diverse multicultural food, performances, and art from Utah's native cultures. This event is free and open to the public. More information at livingtraditionsfestival.com.
Peacock is ready to reclaim the former glory of one of the best comedians of the past, or best comedies, I should say, of the past decade. After the conclusion of Parks and Recreation in 2015, creator Mike Schur and Amy Poehler are reuniting for a new project. Variety publicized that the new series has been titled Dig and is an adaptation of the Kate Myers book Excavations. The synopsis for the comedy is as follows. 4 women working at an archaeological dig in Greece are at wildly different crossroads in their lives. When the team uncovers a long-buried secret with the potential to rewrite history, they find themselves at the center of a high-stakes international conspiracy. And it's a comedy. In addition to starring in the project, Amy Poehler has also been reported as co-writing the first episode with Mike Schur, though this is the first time that the two will reunite on a project. It isn't Schur's first project since the Parks and Rec. He's done a bunch of other stuff since then. Dig is set to premiere on Peacock, the streaming service affiliated with Universal Television, soon.
Amy's like, she's doing this. She's got her podcast. She's touring with Tina Fey again.
She's a mother.
I don't know how she does it all.
Raising children. A 13-year-old private Boeing aircraft that Donald Trump toured on Saturday to check out new hardware and technology features and highlight the aircraft maker's delay in the delivery. President Trump reportedly is ready to accept this luxury liner, a jumbo jet, as a gift from the ruling family of Qatar. That's not legal.
No,
it's absolutely not legal. I looked this up.
Yeah.
Foreign gifts, this is according to the Foreign Gifts and Decorations Act. This act, along with subsequent legislation, outlines how federal employees, including the president, should handle gifts from foreign governments or officials. Minimal value. Presidents and other federal employees can retain gifts from sovereign governments if their total U.S. retail value on a single occasion does not exceed a minimal value set by the General Services Administration.
Here's how they think they're getting around it. So he'll get to use it during his administration, and then they'll gift it to the presidential library. So technically it's not his, it belongs to the library, but he'll still get it. That's how they think they're getting around it.
I think it's not going to happen. Qatar is now saying, well, maybe we've talked about it, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe they won't do it. And I don't think it's because they have any qualms about it, but I think it's because somebody has said, Donald, this is too much. It's too much. It's too far. You can't do it. And so we have to make it look like Qatar is backing out. Because otherwise you would just go ahead.
Or this is a distraction from the actual theft that is happening, that happened over the weekend at Mar-a-Lago. Bribery.
Yeah, people paid millions of dollars for dinner
with him to influence him.
A lot of wind yesterday and a little bit of windy today. Strong winds caused a lot of damage around the valley.
I had big branches down in my yard.
The American Red Cross reported that 3 mobile homes were damaged by the winds. Volunteers went to help those people who were impacted. Videos showed that around noon in Grantsville, several families watched from their kitchen windows as strong winds turned everything brown, kicking up dust, sending tree limbs and trash bins flying. There was a big crash and a bang, and I thought my husband had fallen in the shower. I don't know why you would think that immediately, but there you go, said a homeowner, Vaylin Carter. An entire tree fell in her yard, shattered a fence post. There was a fire also at home in Daybreak, which they think is related to wind. They say they believe that wind started sparking wires and caused this fire. I don't know why I find this so distasteful. Flanked by his entire cabinet, Governor Spencer Cox announced a new initiative on Friday designed to create a more customer-friendly and efficient state government. GRIT it's government reform, innovation, and transparency. Yeah.
It's Doge.
He has tasked the head of every single government agency and division within state government to look at ways to improve and report back to him on by July on what they can change, what's actually working, what's wasting time and money, what needs to be rebuilt from the ground up, Governor Cox said Friday. Asked if this was his version of Elon Musk's Doge, he said, well, this is the thinking man's version of that.
So, yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I mean, at least it's report back, and then we'll talk about what we're getting rid of instead of just getting rid of things.
A lot of distinctions between Doge and grit, or is it grift? No, it's grit. It's grit. Governor Cox, where Doge has been defined by mass layoffs and deep budget cuts on the federal level, Utah leaders did not signal any layoffs within the ranks of state government yet. Instead, grit intends to lean on the 22,000 state employees for direct feedback on what can be improved for them and for taxpayers. This is a partnership with our state employees, said Sophia DeCaro, the executive director of the Governor's Office of Planning and Budget, which is overseeing some aspects of GRIT. We are trying to empower the employees. We're trying to embolden them. Okay.
No, I don't buy it for a second.
Stephen Miller.
Ugh.
Came out of his hole.
Pee-wee German. Is what they call him.
Oh, I like that.
Pee-wee German, yeah.
He's come out of his little hole to talk about
habeas corpus,
suspending habeas corpus. You know that legal right it's been around since the Magna Carta.
Yeah,
that thing.
Yeah.
As reported by CNN, Stephen Miller confirmed that they're actively looking at suspending this fundamental constitutional protection.
Well, it's inconvenient.
Saying it depends on whether the courts do the right thing or not.
No.
That's a threat.
Yeah. For those needing a refresher, habeas corpus is the right to challenge your detention in court, a cornerstone of Western law that predates indoor plumbing, for God's sake. Miller, whose previous greatest hits include Kids in Cages and Muslim Ban, seems to think that the Constitution is more of a suggestion box than actual law.
Yeah.
Constitutional scholars point out that habeas corpus can only be suspended during rebellion or invasion. But Miller, who probably spends his free time writing fan fiction about ice raids, has a creative interpretation of what constitutes an invasion.
Exactly.
The last time habeas corpus was suspended, we were fighting actual Confederates. But I suppose when you're a spray-tanned wannabe autocrat with delusions of adequacy, every day feels like Fort Sumter to you. So go ahead, do it.
No, please don't.
They can't. They just can't.
I'm not willing to say they can't
I'm
anymore.
not either. Because there's a lot of stuff that
there are no consequences.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
you know
so
who's
we
gonna
get rid of it.
You know who's going to stand in the way of it?
Who?
Pope Leo the
Okay.
14th. He called for the release of imprisoned journalists, affirmed the precious gift of free speech and the press in an audience with some 6,000 journalists who descended on Rome to cover his election as the first American pontiff. Leo received a standing ovation as he entered the Vatican auditorium for his first meeting with representatives of the general public. The 69-year-old Augustinian missionary, that doesn't really mean anything to me, elected in a 24-hour conclave last week, called for journalists to use words for peace, to reject war, and to give voice to the voiceless. And he affirmed that freedom of the press is a very, very necessary thing in our world.
It's his order. It's like the Jesuits or the Augustinians are his order.
And finally this, a design flaw in the toe handles of rolling coolers made by Igloo before last year has resulted in dozens of people losing their fingers.
What?
Amputations and crushing injuries on consumers' fingers. The coolers were finally recalled. There's more than 1 million of them in circulation, and now another 130,000 are being added to the list. The toe handle can pinch fingertips against the cooler. So, and people have actually lost their fingertips, either crushed or completely amputated, and there have been dozens of them. So, if you have an Igloo cooler with one of those handles that you pull them, you probably want to send it back. Or all right, that's it.
Well, we have time for one more story if you have one.
I do. Let me see. Let me find one.
He always has news at the ready.
So how about this? No. Okay, I'll do this. No.
He always has news at the ready.
I do. Megyn Kelly. How about Megyn Kelly?
Yeah.
Megyn Kelly trashed the Met Gala, which was last weekend, in a raging rant after the annual fashion event at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. On her Megyn Kelly show, the political commentator.
Was she not invited?
Accused the theme of the evening, superfine tailoring black style, of being leftist, academic, gobbledygook, nonsensical talk. This year's theme was superfine tailoring black style, an homage to black dandyism. What that, you ask? What is it? Well, no one has any idea.
That's not true.
Prepare yourself, however, for a deep dive into the leftist, academic, gobbledygook, nonsensical talk, which is probably how it got chosen as the Met Gala theme. Kelly alleged that the Met Gala was pandering to black people with its theme, which was meant to explore the history and cultural significance of black dandyism, a tradition where black men donned stylish, tailored clothing to overcome harmful societal misconceptions and to fight oppression and marginalization.
And they looked great.
But Megyn Kelly said, the Met Gala is officially over. It's been reduced to a sad sack D-list, past its prime event, with comparing it to the Nerd Prom White House Correspondents' Dinner. The Met Gala is officially over. Dead. Done. It seemed
she wasn't invited.
No. Seemed like a pretty big deal to me.
Yeah, and you want an example of black dandyism? Coleman Domingo, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, speaking
Look
of that,
at how fabulous he was.
I watched 4 seasons.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
He's good.
He's it's weird to say he's good in everything.
But he is.
He can do comedy, he can do drama, he can do, and he looks great.
And he can wear that, whatever that was he was wearing, and pull it off.
Yep. Great.
I love him.
He runs to 7-Eleven looking fabulous. I mean, that's. We got sport.
Doesn't he wear sweats sometimes? I think.
Even if he does, he looks fabulous.
Yeah.
We got sports coming up with Amy Donaldson. Weather, traffic.
Okay, so those winds are actually going to continue today. Not quite as bad, but pretty, significant. Could gust as high as 40 miles an hour today. 87, so very warm. Overnight low 49. Chance of showers happens tomorrow and kind of lingers around till Wednesday night. Things cool off. Wow, we're 87 today. Our high tomorrow, 60.
What's the temperature in this damn studio?
I know. What?
God.
Yeah, it's that time of year where we're going to complain about the air conditioning.
If only there was someone that we knew who owned the building who could fix this.
Complain about what air conditioning? There is no air conditioning to complain
I'm
about.
convinced that there's not.
Yeah, it'll feel better tomorrow maybe because it'll be cooler, I guess. I don't know. Traffic looks great so far. I just refreshed my UDOT cameras, and according to them, everything is green and moving well all up and down the Wasatch Front. They're often wrong, though, and I rely on Infiniteam to let us know for reals what's going on. You text that to us if it's safe for you to text 33986.
Are you happy to see me today?
Well,
why wouldn't we be?
Because of the temperature.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yes, you cool it down when you
It is
it,
hot as hell, but you have cooled things down.
Well, you're welcome.
Frank Christ has joined us, and when he comes into the studio, the Grim Reaper, the specter of death himself, the temperature drops at least 10 degrees. Frank is a reaper of celebrity souls, and that's a curse for him.
Because I love our precious celebrities.
You do. You love them so much.
And I don't know who this Megyn Kelly is.
Uh-huh.
But she better keep her hands off my Met Gala.
You love the Met Gala.
I love the Met Gala.
Well, it's all
of
the fabulous celebrities.
All of our precious celebrities there looking their best.
Frank joins us to play the game we call Frank Chris Presents.
They're fine. They're just fine.
He gives me a list of actors, 4 actors. 3 of the actors on this list are, in fact,
just fine.
But one of them Frank has taken.
Oh.
Frank goes to the scene of a celebrity's death and takes their soul in his electric scooter to the distribution center.
That's the distribution center.
And then from there, you don't know really where they go.
I do not know. I'm not supposed to. It's hell. It's more than 99%
more than
of the time, yes.
So it's a macabre game we play here. We get a contestant. Do we have somebody on the line?
Trevor is here.
Trevor, good morning. How are you?
I am fine. I'm just fine.
That's good to hear, Trevor. Now, Trevor, if you are able to select which one of these celebrities Frank has taken away, you will win a prize, which is what, Gina?
Tickets to see Youngblood August 26th at the Union Event Center.
All right, Trevor, because yesterday was Mother's Day, Frank gave me a list of actors in movies featuring mothers, prominently featuring mothers. You select the dead celebrity, the dead actor, and you will win the prize. You ready to go?
I am.
Okay. Number 1, Jelko Ivanek. Film credits include Courage Under Fire, Donnie Brasco, Hannibal, Black Hawk Down, The Manchurian Candidate, Live Free or Die Hard, many others. He was also been in many TV shows, Homicide, Life on the Street, Madam Secretary, Oz, 24, True Blood, and Heroes. He was in 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri, about a mother grieving over the death of her daughter and trying to find justice. Number 1, Jelko Ivanek, I think it is. Number 2, Vincent Cassel. Mr. Cassel garnered recognition with English-speaking roles in Elizabeth, Shrek, Ocean's 12, Ocean's 13, Eastern Promises, Black Swan, and Jason Bourne. He also appeared on the HBO series Westworld. He was in Black Swan, about a ballerina and her overbearing mother. Number 2, Vincent Cassel. Number 3 is Harold Gould. He appeared in many TV shows, Big Valley, Mission Impossible, Man from U.N.C.L.E., Hawaii Five-0. He was also in several notable movies, including Sting, Love and Death, Gus, Silent Movie, Stuart Little, and Patch Adams. He was also in Freaky Friday, and that's the old mother-daughter switcheroo thing. Number 3, Harold Gould. Number 4, Margot Martindale, known for her extensive supporting roles in many, many movies, such as The Rocketeer, Lorenzo's Oil, The Firm, Dead Man Walking, Marvin's Room, The Hours, $1 Million Baby, and Hannah Montana. The movie, Hannah Montana, the movie. On TV, she was in Justified, all kinds of things. She was in a movie called August Osage County about an alcoholic mother. And the alcoholic mother's dying in that. So there you go. Those are your celebrities. Which one's dead?
Let's go with Harold Gould.
Okay, that's a good choice. Died in 2010 at the age of 86. The name might not be familiar, but if you saw his picture, you'd go, oh, yeah, I remember seeing that guy in a lot of stuff.
Too soon.
Yeah. So congratulations. You've won tickets to Youngblood.
Thank you so much. My girlfriend's going to freak out.
Good.
Oh, good.
Good. Hang on the line, and Katie will tell you how to continue the freak out.
Keep that freak out going.
Well, Gina, I have to go check on Billy Squire.
Oh, he's fine.
75 today.
Well,
is he?
I don't know.
Is he now?
Huh.
Steve Winwood is 77.
Oh, my.
Oh, he'll be back in the high life
I
again.
She can't really call him Little Stevie Winwood.
Little
anymore.
Stevie.
No.
Well, once he's 6 foot under, he will be. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Frank.
If you need to go somewhere, go now, because you're not going to be slowed down by anything.
Okay, see ya.
Get on out there. Good game.
Gina is slapping you on the ass right now.
But if you do see something, you can always share it with us via text at 33986. Do you or someone you love struggle with addiction? Help is out there. Renaissance Ranch is one of Utah's best addiction treatment centers. They accept most private insurance and Medicaid. Schedule a free consultation at renaissanceranch.com.
KXRK Provo, we got Amy Donaldson with sports coming up after these messages. Stand by for that. Oh, Stockton 12 Honda.
Yes, your neighborhood Honda dealer, Stockton 12 Honda. I have purchased cars from Stockton 12 Honda. Always been a great experience. The car I'm driving right now, I got at Stockton 12 Honda. So if you have a car, if you're in the market for a car and you've got a trade-in, this is a great time to do it because Stockton 12 is paying top dollar for your trade-ins right now. Also, visit Stockton 12 Honda, your neighborhood Honda dealer. And they have great selection of not only Hondas, but new, used, and pre-owned automobiles. Also, their service department at Stockton 12 Honda is excellent. They have same-day service available, and they even have a mobile repair sort of service thing. They'll come to you and, do your oil changes and all of that. So check out the Honda Express service. It's quick and easy, affordable for oil changes, tire rotations, and all of that sort of thing. You can go to their website, stockton12honda.com, or go to see them in the Southtown.
Lassie in Bluffdale did.
Who?
Lassie
In Bluffdale?
in Bluffdale.
A dog?
Lassie texted in.
All right.
I don't ask questions. I just receive the text.
You know what I had for breakfast? Queen Amon.
Where'd you get that?
I got it at Feelings and Emotions. I mean, Fillings and Emulsions.
Was that
Yesterday?
Was that a Mother's Day Queen Amon?
Yep.
Why are you allowed to have it?
Well, because I bought one for everybody. What do you mean, why am I allowed to have it?
That sounds like a Mother's Day gift.
Well, I bought one for everybody. It's
you didn't buy one for me.
Fillings and you're okay. Fillings and Emulsions is now in where Granados used to be, and there's a whole little food hall in there.
Oh, good.
Or like a couple of other little restaurants, and it's really nice.
Pretty
Very
cool.
nice. Yeah.
All right. Well,
I believe the Brass family is in Australia.
Amy and Ed, we thought Amy was coming in to do sports today, but no.
Wait
I was
a
thinking
minute.
they were gone next week. But
No, do you know how I knew? Because Ed posted a picture of Amy and their daughter who lives in Australia. I'm like, oh, that's right. You're in Australia.
Why does she live in Australia?
Because her wife is from there.
Oh.
So I quickly cobbled together some sports. Kyle Whittingham busy getting ready for his 21st season as coach at the University of Utah, and he's going to get paid well for it, as you might imagine.
Really?
Yeah.
How much?
A 5-year role. So he has a contract where he's coach, but even after he's coach, he can stay on for 5 years as a consultant for almost $1 million a year.
Whoa.
That's just the consulting
Is
part.
he the highest paid state employee?
Yes. Under the new deal, Whittingham will be paid $3.45 million annually for the 2-term deal as a special assistant. That's after he's coaching. He's making, and there's all kinds of bonuses for if he makes it to the college football playoff bowl game. If he makes it all the way to the national championship, which is not likely, but could happen, he'd get $1 million bonus for that.
Shut up, Kyle.
Utah Jazz fans are excited. We've been taking all year for this day. It's draft day.
Today is draft
Yeah.
day?
Yeah.
So-
Well, the draft lottery begins.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It'll go for a couple of days, but
all right.
it starts today. And
All right. Nothing to get excited about yet.
I mean, yeah. Hopefully, we'll get something good out of it, but remains to
And
be seen.
their what's their coach's name? Hardy.
Hardy. He just
He
signed
got a
new
huge deal,
yeah,
too.
He just
Yeah.
signed a new deal too. Real Salt Lake and FC Dallas tied 1 apiece over the weekend. In the NBA, yesterday you had the Pacers over the Cavaliers, 129-109. Indiana leads that series 3-1.
Is that a final?
No.
A conference final? No.
Oh, yeah. These are the conference semifinals. Is that?
Oh, semifinals. Okay.
We're whittling it down. Yesterday, the Thunder over the Nuggets, 92-87. Their series is tied at 2 apiece.
So we'll have the finals like around Christmas.
All seasons are longer now. Today, you've got the Celtics and the Knicks at 5:30. New York leads that series 2-1. And the Timberwolves and the Warriors at 8 p.m. Minnesota leads that series 2-1.
The Celtics were the champions last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the NHL.
That's hockey.
Yes.
See, I know my sports.
Yesterday, the Panthers over the Maple Leafs 2-0. That series is tied at 2 apiece. Stars over the Jets 5-2. Dallas leads that 2-1. Today you've got the Capitals and the Hurricanes at 5 o'clock, and the Golden Knights and the Oilers at 7:30. They also announced they do this cool thing in the National Hockey League where they do an outdoor game.
Yeah, they do. I think they're going to do 2 of them this year.
There's going to be one at Rice-Eccles Stadium,
Oh, really?
which sounds really cool.
And the other thing is there's going to be one in Florida, which I think is weird.
Yeah, that is weird, but that'll be kind of cool to have it here at Rice-Eccles. Let's see, we've got Jockey Junior Alvarado has been fined $62,000 and suspended 2 days as a result of excessive crop use during his winning ride on Sovereignty.
He kept whipping his horse too much.
Really?
So the rules are you can use your crop 6 times. And the penalty is 10% of the jockey's earnings from the race, which is about $31,000 for the Kentucky Derby. He said, I forgot it was a rule. I was seeing my dream coming true right in front of me. That was the last thing I had on my mind, and I have to pay the consequences.
Okay.
The horse could not be reached for comment.
Yeah, I don't.
Not going to run in the Preakness.
No.
Did they say why?
Oftentimes it's resting up for the next one. Ultimately, what these horses are good for is making other horses.
Yeah.
So you don't want to ruin them by racing them too much.
Well, yeah, but you want to win the Triple Crown, don't
I
you?
mean, that's not always.
Nobody's won the Triple Crown in a long time, I don't think.
Yeah. There was American Pharoah, and then there's one after American Pharoah, and I can't remember.
What's that? The Preakness and the what?
Belmont Stakes.
Belmont Stakes, yeah, and then the Kentucky Derby.
Colorado Rockies' abysmal start to their 2025 campaign hit a new low on Saturday as they
saw this.
They lost to the San Diego Padres 21-0.
That's almost impossible.
The team's worst shutout loss in franchise history. That's got to be one of the worst losses in anybody's history. I don't have any pictures from that.
Well,
I wonder
there shouldn't be.
I wonder if anybody was left in the stands by the time it got to 21-0.
I heard an interesting baseball story yesterday. The Toronto Blue Jays, when they come to Seattle to play the Mariners, a lot of people from Canada, just up over the Seattle border, come to the game because they say it's, we don't get to see the Blue Jays because they're way over in Toronto. It's too far to go. It's across the country. But when they come to Seattle, we come down and, and there are lots and lots of Canadians, except not this year. There's probably about a third fewer Canadian fans coming who came down for the three-game stand.
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
And I keep forgetting to do Utah Warriors sports. I apologize. I know we have rugby fans.
Is that women's rugby?
No, it's professional men's rugby. They play today at 7. They play the Seattle Seawolves.
Where do they do that?
I'm not sure if this is a home match or a road one, but I have promised people I would report on the Warriors, and they are playing today at 7. So, what other sports? So 2 people from the Colorado Buffaloes football team went in the draft. So there's Shadur Sanders. You know who that is. That's Deion Sanders.
Oh, that's him.
Kid who has an attitude. Yeah. The other Heisman Trophy winner from Colorado, his name's Travis Hunter. He's a nice kid. He's polite. And there's a nice story about him being on a flight. This woman said, I had the most wonderful flight home from Denver. She's this cute little old lady. I just met the nicest young man who sat next to me. He offered to put my bag overhead in the compartment and help me with my tray, and he was always polite, saying yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. Anyone would be proud to have him as a son or grandson. So polite. That's Travis Hunter. He was a first-round draft pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The Warriors, the Utah Warriors are at home. 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Seattle Seawolves.
And the Bees lost yesterday.
There, see, it's a group effort with sports.
I'm just reading what Stephanie told me. That's all. I don't know if I can count as helping.
The Warriors play at Zion Bank Stadium. I'm not.
That's out in Harriman.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well.
That's your sports.
There's some sports for you.
One crash to tell you about eastbound SR 201 50th West at milepost 11. It's off to the right shoulder. And let's see. People are just texting in about hockey. They love the hockey that we have here now. You can text about that or traffic or anything else you like. 33986 is where you do that.
All right.
We've got boners coming up. Here are the candidates you're going to be voting for today. Number 1, Bonehead Prep School Boys. Boner candidate number 2, I'm guessing he really doesn't know what it means. And boner candidate number 3, kids line up to check books out from the Library of Congress.
Boners, big boy news, all coming up after these messages and a song for that.
It's the damn contest.
Still?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have so many thousands of dollars lying around we're trying to give away. Yeah, you could win $1,000. Best way to do that is enter as many times a day as you can. There's a different keyword 4 times a day. Enter in every time, increases your chances of winning. We'll do one now, then at 10:15, 1:15, and 5:15. All the rules are at x96.com. This is a national contest. I'm going to give you this keyword, and then you're going to text it to a special number. That number is 508-777-1000. The keyword is bank, B-A-N-K, bank, 508-777-1000 to win $1,000 cash in this nature. But I got looking at movies that have been filmed here, and we know some of them. We all know The Sandlot. We all know Footloose.
Well, the very first time anybody ever saw John Wayne on screen, he was filmed here in Utah.
That's right.
For a Stagecoach.
And so there's a bunch of westerns that have been filmed here. But I have a complete list here of
how many are there?
424 on this list. I'm obviously not going to read them all.
Get some well-known ones and some obscure ones.
Okay, so 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yes,
you didn't know that.
That's where the apes were with the bones and
Austin Powers and Goldmember.
I don't remember Goldmember enough to say.
Apple Dumpling Gang.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yes.
Let's see. Back to the Future Part 3. That makes sense.
Yes, I remember that one.
Better Off Dead. You didn't know that was
ski resorts, right?
No. Oh, maybe.
Because it was all about skiing.
Was Better Off Dead about skiing?
I don't know.
Yeah. He had to beat the ski captain to get his girlfriend back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Dumb and Dumber.
Of course. Everybody knows Dumb and Dumber. I'm trying,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep, Pirates of the City Slickers.
Yes.
That
Search
makes
for
sense.
Curly's Gold, right?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Con Air.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
On air.
Daddy Day Camp. That was that Eddie Murphy movie. Let's see. Lots of horror.
Yeah, a lot of horror movies here.
Easy Rider. That makes sense.
Yeah.
The Electric Horseman also makes sense. The Exorcist 2 filmed here. Fletch.
And it doesn't mean the whole movie was filmed here, right?
It could be
was
parts of it.
Yeah.
Because like Fletch, there were like 2 scenes.
Yeah.
That,
At
that motel up
and
in...
all-
Motel and then him driving on Main Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
3 o'clock high.
3 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
I was in
Can't
there.
forget that.
The Hulk.
Yeah. The first Hulk movie with
Yeah.
the Ang Lee Hulk movie.
Yeah.
'Cause there was
Is
a
the
lot of...
Last Emperor on there?
I don't
no,
see
probably
that.
not. I think it was all in China.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons of them. And more to come. Let's see, what else is coming here besides... Oh, I thought I had...
They left out John Carter of Mars.
Oh, John Carter from Mars.
Carnival of Souls.
Yes.
Famous Carnival of Souls.
Planet of the Apes. Lots of Planet of
Lots
the
of
Apes.
Planet of the Apes, yep.
Point Break.
Delightful Water Universe, starring handsome Bill Allred.
Is that in there? Stephanie reminds me the singles ward was
Oh,
Carrie was in that.
Harry was in there.
Cop number 2 or something.
Cop number 2. Had to write my own dialogue.
Um,
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Everybody keeps saying Galaxy Quest, and I can't remember.
Katie says yes.
Is that right?
Galaxy
Probably.
Quest.
Okay.
Which is what a great movie that is. And they've never made a sequel.
They keep threatening to make either a sequel or a series. They keep working on it, and they keep running into...
Well, Alan Rickman's dead.
They're like, this doesn't work.
Octopussy
Oh, yes, Octopussy.
was filmed here.
Oh, Goblin Valley is where they did the Galaxy Quest.
Of
That's
course,
right.
Thelma and Louise. We've talked about that before.
Well, now,
Lots.
because there are so many movies filmed here, there must be a lot of celebrity sightings. And we need to know about those. So if you ever have celebrity sightings, you should let us know. You could email us, radiofromhell@x96.com, or you can, call us, 877-602-9696. If any time you run into a celebrity, we want to know the story.
If you're at a McDonald's in St. George and see Kevin Costner.
Because I seem to remember somebody telling us a story that Bret Michaels was getting gas someplace on his way to the dunes.
That's right.
And somebody
Out to the dunes.
somebody ran into him at a gas station. Where are you going? Out to the dunes.
Somebody says if it wasn't for Jeremiah Johnson, there wouldn't be a Sundance. That's true. That's where
That is true.
Robert Redford fell in love with Utah, much as Kevin Costner had.
I wonder if he'll start a ski resort.
No room. Because on this day, in 1994, Weezer released their self-titled debut album, the Blue Album.
Even though it's not officially called it.
It's not officially called that, but that's what everybody calls it. Featuring all a bunch of songs that you've heard a million times. And that one.
Weezer.
Weezer. All right, time for Boner of the day, 3 news stories. These are examples of bad, stupid, funny human behavior. You will decide with your vote. Of these 3 candidates, which one is the worst? Which one deserves to be Boner of the day for today, May 12, 2025? We'll give you 2 candidates now, a third after the news. Once you've heard all 3, then you'll vote. One of you lucky random Boner voters will receive
a Can't Buy It, Got to Win It Radio from Hell Boner t-shirt.
Boner candidate number 1, Bonehead Prep School boys. These knucklehead preppies at Manhattan's elite collegiate school, it's called, last week pulled a senior prank by setting up a fake border checkpoint in the lobby and demanding to see classmates' papers as a mariachi band played nearby.
Oh, boy.
The tone-deaf stunt at the $65,900 a year all-boys Upper West Side prep school lit up a Facebook group of local moms, at first puzzled by the musicians playing outside while surrounded by teens waving American flags, with some of the mothers thinking it was a May Day or pre-Cinco de Mayo celebration. A thread on the UWS Mamas Facebook group, viewed by the Post, the New York Post, revealed the parents' growing chagrin as they learned more details about the scene. It was a senior prank day, a parent wrote. The seniors decided to set up a border patrol and made all of the students go through it at arrival. I can't imagine how humiliating it must have felt for the Latino students.
Yeah.
A senior prank at Manhattan's elite collegiate school. Fake border patrol. These kids are just knuckleheads, boneheads. They don't understand anything, and they don't care.
Nope.
Boner candidate number 1, Bonehead Prep School boys. Here's Boner candidate number 2. You know, I'm guessing he probably doesn't really know what it means. A CBS News journalist managed to break the internet last week with a quip about the papal conclave going on in the Vatican to pick a new pope. That's because Tony Dokoupil, I don't know. I'm not familiar with him, but his remark used a vulgar slang term associated with unprotected sex. During live coverage of the conclave, CBS's John Allen noted that all the clergy in attendance had their cell phones confiscated and said, "The one thing we know they're not doing is checking Instagram." That led Dokoupil to joke, "Well, I believe the kids call it raw dogging," which made all his coworkers break up in laughter while he attempted to finish the sentence with, "If you're going to go through a long period of time with no electronic devices, raw dogging it."
I mean, that's what they call it, like, say, when you're on an airplane and you're not watching TV or your phone. Or
Alan
anything.
is right that raw dogging has been used on TikTok to describe, as Gina was saying, giving up in-flight entertainment on a plane or other situations. However, it really means having sex without a condom.
Yeah, you're covering the Vatican.
The papal conclave.
You know,
those cardinals are raw dogging it.
Not the proper place for that.
Boner candidate number 2. I'm guessing he doesn't really know what it means other than. Coming up in a moment, Boner candidate number 3. Kids are lining up to check books out from the Library of Congress.
All right. Boner candidate number 3 coming up after this. Big Boy News and Opinioendo, brought to you by
Efficiency and adventure unite in the first ever 2025 Mazda CX-50 hybrid all-wheel drive. Lease yours for just $299 a month or get 3.9% APR for 63 months from your friends at Bountiful Mazda, where you'll always get tires and oil for life. Be electric. Be Mazda at bemazda.com.
I guess Taylor Swift has some bad blood with the director of It Ends With Us, Justin Baldoni, based on a report from Deadline. The anti-hero singer is now wrapped up in Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's ongoing legal battle by way of subpoena. Now, a representative for Taylor Swift has issued a statement regarding the court order. The Insider slammed the move made by Baldoni's attorneys as a ploy to create tabloid clickbait. Taylor Swift never set foot on the set of that movie, the representative told Good Morning America. She was not involved in any casting or creative decisions. She didn't score the film. She never saw an edit of the film or made any notes on it. She did not even see It Ends With Us until weeks after its public release and was traveling around the globe during 2023 and 2024, headlining the biggest tour in history. They continued. The connection that Taylor had to this film was permitting the use of one of her songs My Tears Ricochet, given that her involvement was licensing for a song for the film, and which 19 other artists also did. This document subpoena is designed to use Taylor Swift's name to draw public interest by creating tabloid clickbait
It's exactly
instead
what
of
it's
focusing
for.
on the facts of the case.
She has nothing to do with
I
it.
think this Justin Baldoni guy comes across as being pretty low life, pretty low. Let's see, Mike Lee, Senator Mike Lee.
Speaking of low life,
spearheading efforts in the Senate, that'll go well, to adopt a national definition of obscenity to make it easier to crack down on online pornography and prosecute people who disseminate obscene content. Lee introduced the Interstate Obscenity Definition Act on Thursday, seeking to establish a uniform definition of obscenity under the Communications Act of 1934, seeking to do something that no one has ever been able to do.
Exactly.
That would be enforced. This definition would be enforced across state lines.
I want everybody to send their stuff to Mike and let him decide whether it's obscene or not. Just send it all to him.
The bill would also update current definitions to include modern adaptations of obscene content to make violations more identifiable. Obscenity isn't protected by the First Amendment, but hazy and unforceable legal definitions have allowed extreme pornography to saturate American society and reach countless children, Lee said in a statement. Our bill updates the legal definition of obscenity for the Internet age so that this content can be taken down and its peddlers be prosecuted. By implementing a new definition, Lee argues it will replace any ambiguity with practical standards. To do that, the proposal would amend current definitions of obscenity to include content that, quote, appeals to the prurient interest in nudity, sex, or excretion, depicts or represents actual or simulated sex acts with intent to gratify sexual desires. So if you're not attempting to do those things to gratify sexual desires, if you're just doing it, then I guess it's okay.
And does Mike know there are all kinds of things that?
Yeah, he's trying to be. He says he's trying to be specific, but the way this is worded, it's very open to interpretation.
Yeah. Let's see. What else does he say? If the content lacks serious literary, artistic, political, or scientific value, I could do it.
Somebody send him the Melania Trump nudes.
Yeah. How about
and
these?
ask him what's up with this.
How should I feel about these?
The legislation would also remove current requirements that only prohibit transmission of obscene content if there is proof of abusing, threatening, or harassing a person. The bill would also give law enforcement increased authority to identify and prevent obscene content from being transmitted across state lines.
Is this just performative theater, or does he actually think that
he thinks he can really
he can do it these days?
He is. Mike Lee is sure that he is one of the smarter people around.
Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone's entitled to a mulligan once in a while.
Wanda Barzee, the woman who kidnapped Elizabeth Smart over 2 decades ago, has officially now been charged with violation of her probation as a sex offender by visiting multiple Salt Lake City parks. Barzee was charged Friday by the Salt Lake County District Attorney's Office with 2 counts of violation by a sex offender of a protected area, a Class A misdemeanor. The charges come just over a week after she was arrested at her home. The arrest came after Salt Lake City police investigated reports of Wanda Barzee being seen at Liberty Park on April 9th. When she was arrested, she admitted to officers that she was at the park because she was, quote, commanded to be there by the Lord.
That's the same thing, excuse for why they kidnapped Elizabeth.
The Lord.
The Lord told us to.
The voice in my head.
Well, Carrie, the Lord told them.
Yeah.
The Lord. She's probably going to go back to jail, I would think. Neighbors who live near Provo's Slate Canyon are voicing their concern about a proposed water park that would take away a significant portion of their local green space. Catherine Hall loves to go up into the mountains in Slate Canyon. She loves it there. She said there's just such peace when you're here in the canyon as she walked along the Bonneville Shoreline Trail. My family comes to mind, she said. My children have spent countless hours here, but the first phase of turning Salt Lake Water Park into a nature park expected to finish this summer. It's not well written. We want to make sure that we preserve the Slate Canyon amenities that are there, said Brian Bales, a representative of the Splash Summit project. Towards the end of April, the team plans to relocate the aging Splash Summit Water Park near the mouth of Slate Canyon. Despite the best efforts, our current location is landlocked, doesn't allow us to create an experience that our guests are demanding, Bales said. They're going to put a hotel in there and a bunch of other stuff. Residents are not happy. Elaine Hatch, the widow of former Utah Senator Orrin Hatch, has died. She died early Saturday, according to the Hatch Foundation. In a statement to the foundation's website, they called her a source of strength for the late senator's last years of public service. Elaine was consummate mother and grandmother of the Hatch family. How old was she? 91. 91 years old. Wow. Missing hang glider was found safe in Holbrook Canyon. Search and rescue teams located a stranded He crashed his hang glider and he didn't know where he was. He said, I don't know where I am exactly.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, the search began around 7 p.m. Davis County Sheriff's Office got a call from the glider himself. He had launched from the launch site in Centerville around 1 p.m., was originally set to land in Draper, but strong winds pushed him towards the canyon, leading to a rough landing. He was able to call for help, and they were able to pinpoint him by his cell phone. That's how they found him.
Wow.
Minor injuries, luckily. Let's see what else we have here. How much time do we have?
You have a couple of minutes.
Senator Fetterman.
Oh boy,
he's really having problems. They don't. A lot of times they don't know where he is.
Really?
So is it time to...
Is it intervention time?
Well, and do it now when they can replace him with another Democrat, because to finish out his term?
Staffers they'll say, he's supposed to be here for a vote, but we don't know where he is. And everybody's whispering, that he's not well, but nobody... He's missed 55 floor votes, 2 committee appearances, and one very... no, that's a joke line. I'm not going to read that. But he's not doing well.
No.
And but a woman who has been missing for 60 years has been found alive. She vanished 6 decades ago in Wisconsin. She has been found, and as it turns out, she didn't want to be found.
I was going to say, did she know she was missing, or?
Yes, she did. Audrey Jean Backenberg went missing July 7th, 1962. From a small town in Wisconsin. At the time, she was 20 years old, and another person claimed she hitchhiked with Backenberg to the state capitol, where they took a bus to Indianapolis, and then she just disappeared. Well, she did disappear, and she said she disappeared because she didn't like who she was with. So she decided she would just stay anonymous. She removed herself from her family and became just... She lived a life without letting anybody know where she was.
Thanks a lot for finding me.
Yeah.
I was just fine not being found.
That's right. She said, I don't have any regrets, and I don't want to see my family either. So there you go.
All right.
That's it.
Weather, traffic.
It's 72 outside. It's 98 here in the studio.
Yep.
Windy. Actually, we'll have some more of those winds today. Could gust as high as 40 miles an hour. They were really bad yesterday. 87 for a high today. Overnight low 49. We dip way back down into the 60s and actually upper 50s the next couple of days. Big cold front coming through that could give you 60 to 80% chance of showers the next couple of days. And we warm back up for the weekend, it looks like. Traffic, we have a crash. Northbound collector ramp, 72nd South in Midvale. The left lane of the ramp is blocked. All traffic stopped as Utah Highway Patrol is moving vehicles to the right shoulder. Let me check our message stream. Weber State women's softball won the Big Sky tournament and playing Oregon Friday, the first round of the NCAA tournament. Thank you. That's Infiniteam Sports is what that is. You can let us know your sports stuff, too. We appreciate any traffic or weather or sports you'd like to text us, and we'll pass it along. 33986. Stubbs Dental, award-winning services, life-changing results. Visit stubbsdental.com to book your appointment now.
Here's boner candidate number 3. Yeah, kids are lining up to check books out from the Library of Congress. I mean, you know. The woman's name is Carla Hayden, and she is the chief librarian, the head librarian of the Library of Congress. And she has been fired. Donald Trump fired her. And White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said that Ms. Hayden was fired as Librarian of Congress because she, quote, promoted DEI and pushed inappropriate books for children. Democrats condemned the administration for firing Ms. Hayden, who was the first woman and the first African-American to hold that post in the institution's 225-year history. We felt she did not meet the needs or fit the needs of the American people, Caroline Leavitt told reporters. There were quite concerning things that she had done at the Library of Congress in pursuit of DEI and putting inappropriate books in the library for children. And we don't believe that she was serving the interest of the taxpayers well, so she has been removed from her position, and the president is well within his rights to do that. Ms. Hayden, whose 10-year term was set to expire next year, was appointed to the job by President Obama in 2016. The Library of Congress, she has spent her entire career serving people, from helping kids learn to read, protecting some of our nation's most precious treasures. She's an American hero. So what does the Library of Congress do? They keep track of every book published. They get They get a copy of every book published, and they to preserve it.
And not just that,
and
they
people
preserve documents. They preserve. It's not that kind of library.
It's not where kids go check out books.
And what I would like to add to this Boner candidate so this is a press conference.
Yeah.
Not one member of the press said, Caroline, the Library of Congress is not that kind of nobody.
She doesn't know. Apparently she doesn't know. She just thinks, I need to say that she's taking, she's got inappropriate books for children there, and she's trying to foist them on children.
Because those things all go together in their head without any more thought. Library, books for kids that they don't like, DEI.
Yeah. And you're wondering about the press. Well, most of it have been replaced by sycophants and podcasters and influencers. The ones that are not that are too chicken to say anything because they don't want to lose their spot.
Boner candidate number 3. Yeah, kids are lining up to check books out of the Library of Congress.
Yep.
Every day they're there. You know, it's just terrible.
All right, let's review the first two and vote.
Boner candidate number 1, boneheaded prep school boys. Manhattan's elite collegiate school setting up a senior. It was a senior prank. You know, they set up a fake border checkpoint in the lobby and demanded to see classmates' papers, and they had a mariachi band playing. Great, nicely done. Boner candidate number 2. I'm guessing he doesn't really know what it means. A CBS news guy saying that because when they took all the Cardinals had to have their cell phones taken away, and he said, "Yeah, they're raw dogging it." No. And Boner candidate number 3. Yeah, sure. Kids are lining up to check books out of the Library of Congress.
All right, there we go. Let's get to voting. All right. 1, 2, or 3. Remember your candidate number, the one that you think should win. Put that single digit in the message of a text, and then text that to 33986. Which one is the worst? Or you can call Katie in the producer's booth. She'll take your live voice vote at 877-602-9696. Or you can go online, x96.com. Look for the box that says Boner of the Day, Boner Voting, May 12, 2025. Click on that and vote. And if you don't see that box, refresh your browser. It'll appear. Click and vote. All right, you got about 4 minutes is all, so let's get your voting in. Let's go. It's Boner of the Day.
I want to know how you're feeling, Gina. Are you okay? because you drank some caffeine.
Well, so we had the donut critic on today who brought in these new caffeinated protein drinks.
Well, they're chocolate milk.
Which are, and they're super tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that was part of the problem.
Well, now what he said is that the regular ones are a caffeine equivalent to a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And then there's this one that is 2 cups.
I didn't have that one.
You didn't have this one.
I had the 1 cup, but my heart's going blah, 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 blah.
From that one can.
Well, but see, I already had a coffee this morning.
I was going to say, because you stop for coffee every morning.
And a Diet Coke. This is almost gone.
And she has a Diet Coke.
I had these previously.
Gina,
I think that was not a good move.
Gina, I had a Coke Zero this morning.
Uh-huh.
Then I've been working on my coffee, my Mill Creek coffee here, and then I drank one of these as well. These things that he brought in that are caffeinated, and you know what? I could take a nap right now. I mean, I'm fine.
I'm tired all the time.
That's right. That's exactly what it is. I'm just tired all the time.
I'm tired.
You poor thing.
I mean, I'm kind of feeling it. I can feel it right about here.
But you've had, how much coffee have you had this morning?
Well, this morning when I get up, I had, I'm not quite sure how to describe it. The stuff I put in my water that's supposed to wake me up and invigorate me.
But that's caffeine, isn't it?
I don't know if it has caffeine in it or not. It's got some sort of vitamins of some kind in it. And then I have my Mill Creek coffee. Guatemalan today. And then I had this just now, strawberry milk with caffeine. And like I said, I wasn't feeling it until a few moments ago, and now my eyes started to twitch.
You got a twitch?
Oh, I forgot to mention, on top of all of this stuff that I've had, I take a Pro Vigil every morning.
Oh yeah,
which is which is like airline pilots wake up pills.
Special trucker aspirin.
And you're still fine.
Yeah,
you're still.
Yeah, I could drink a pot of coffee and go to bed at night.
I'm tired all the time.
Because I'm tired all of the time.
And my pants are heavy.
I'm just a poor little heavy-panted, tired boy. Yeah, I'm sorry that it affected you that way because these are delicious.
They are tasty.
Yeah. I know what it was. You see, I drank the vanilla flavor, and you drank the chocolate flavor.
I had strawberry.
And you had strawberry. I think the vanilla flavor, even though they all have the same amount of caffeine in them, I believe, the vanilla flavor would still just be not as effective because it's vanilla.
No naps for me.
Do you take a nap?
Yes.
Of course she does.
I almost never take a nap. I have to be exhausted before I'll take a nap.
You stop by Beto's on the way home. You eat under the overpass.
I have my systems.
And then you go home and nap.
Are you regular?
Yes.
Oh,
in fact,
good.
I gotta go. Right,
Do you ever
I got another thing going.
Do you ever fall asleep in the car?
Yes.
All right.
While you're driving? Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
How long was that?
That was 3.5 minutes.
X96.
All right, 7:48. Time to award Boner of the Day.
And the Boner of the Day is brought to you in part by steak and potatoes and artichokes and quinamon, and it was Mother's Day dinner.
And is your AC ready for summer? When was the last time you had your air conditioner serviced? Stay cool all summer long with a tune-up and save money on your energy bills with a free smart thermostat from our friends at Larson HVAC and Plumbing. Visit larsonhvac.com/X96 for details.
I have to call them today, as a matter of fact. The Boner candidates were number one did quite well, almost got 100 votes. Bonehead Prep School boys, but couldn't beat number 3.
Nope.
Firing the woman who's the head of the Library of Congress. 227 votes. That's Boner of the Day.
There you go. It's Boner of the Day for today, May 12, 2025. Now qualified to be Boner of the Week.
Last week.
Is this an email of interest?
Yeah.
Email of interest.
We did an X poll recently, and we asked, what kind of weird thing do you have in your house that a lot of other people wouldn't have? And I don't know if we still have the picture, Katie. I don't know if
we don't have the Colonel Sanders?
Colonel Sanders statue. This guy said, he said, I couldn't participate in the X poll, but he sent a picture. He said, this is what I have weird. And it's a statue of Colonel Sanders, and it looks to be life-size in his house. And we said, how?
We need more information.
Well, he has now sent more information. He says, here's the story of how I came into possession of the statue of the KFC icon. It's a little long, so you may have to condense it for time restrictions. Back in the 60s, when I was 5 years old, my parents took on a KFC franchise. I had no daycare at the time, so they took me to work with them. The statue was right in front of the entrance to greet customers with a bucket of fake chicken. Well, my parents moved on to several other locations over time. They were able to take the Colonel with them. It's always been in our home, growing up in the basement. Then they put it in the backyard for decoration. Years went by. 15 years ago, my parents sold the home I grew up in. My mom asked, you want to take the statue? And I said, well, yes, of course I do.
It's my childhood.
After a lifetime of KFC, I worked there with Mom and Dad when I turned 14. Life moved on, and so did I. I found new jobs, an industrial painter to what I am now. I am Mikey, whom emailed you in the past to say thank you for letting my daughter, my girlfriend, and I come to see the show in person. On that day, you asked me, you said, excuse me, sir, what do you do for a living? And I said I was a welder. And you asked me back then if the company I worked for had any issue with my black painted fingernails. To this day, I still get mani-pedis, and I still get them painted black. I wrote to you about my daughter passing away due to diabetes 10 years ago. I also told you that I had cancer again after losing a kidney, and I'm still fighting everything the best I can.
Oh, man.
I still work. I go to treatments. And by the way, you can let Kerry know that I'm not a redneck, as he thought, seeing the beer can on the floor.
Well, I was just concerned.
And by the way, God bless you, Katie, for finding that so fast.
Well, there it is.
There we go.
X96.com/life.
Said I was, in fact, moving into a new place and just cleaning up the old one. Sorry to ramble on, but it's what I do when I tell my life story. I'm turning 60 this year. Thank you for so much of your time reading this. I've been a fan since KJQ days. I will call when I have time at work to do so. In the meantime, I'd like to be known as Mikey, the black-nailed welder. Getting my nickname is another story for another time. And thank you, all three of you, for helping me enjoy my mornings, laughing with you, and the news. Peace be with you, and never give up, no matter what life brings you.
You know, that
Mikey.
reminds me,
Very nice.
at my remote on Saturday, Cement Dave and Mrs. Cement Dave.
Oh, good.
And Lil Cement
Oh,
Dave,
you met Lily?
was there. And her little brother, even littler Cement Dave, all came by. And Lily, who checks in with us sometimes in the morning.
Was she about 16 or 17?
Yeah. And I said, what are you up to this summer? And she said, I'm learning how to be a welder.
Huh. Good for her.
Like she's into it. Like she's excited about it. And
Wow.
Yeah, she's taking welding classes. I'd forgotten about that till you mentioned the welding, Bill. But.
Yeah, he's Mikey. Thanks for the email, Mikey, and explaining how you came into possession of that Colonel Sanders statue. Very odd.
So Lily is just a Steel Town girl on a Saturday night.
Yes.
It's for Gina.
Maniac.
Joke for Gina there.
Thank you.
Email. Oh, interest. There we go.
Yes.
Elon, just because?
Well, it was next to emails.
Oh.
I looked at it and I went, what is that? Oh, yeah, there you go.
Did we do the story last week about how we're giving white South Africans refugee status?
We did not.
No.
I thought that might be a boner candidate, too.
No, those oppressed.
Though everyone else were kicking out.
Yeah.
But those, I mean,
Yeah, those oppressed
they're
white
not
South
even
Africans.
trying to hide the racism at all.
Yeah.
Special status, and I think we should have refugee status for whoever needs it, but I find it very curious that we're kicking other people out.
I don't know what to say. I can't do it anymore.
You can't do
I just can't do it. Oh, I got another email from somebody who says, I'm listening to you in El Salvador right now.
Oh, cool.
really?
Yeah.
Well, speaking as the representative from the sovereign country of Mattel, I
Yes.
want to say I don't recognize your country anymore either.
Oh, yeah, that was the other.
That was another one.
What?
It's hard to keep track. It
I
is
don't-
hard to keep track
Yeah, Mattel's a country,
of
apparently.
everything.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
It's too much.
I can't do
It
it.
is too much.
I just can't do it.
Crash northbound I-15 collector ramp in Midvale, now blocking the right lane and shoulder through there. New crash eastbound 201 freeway approaching the Mountain View corridor exit on the left shoulder. Highway patrol's not even on the scene there yet. Are you on the scene? Where's your scene? Or am I digging your scene? Text us 33986.
All right, KXRK Provo, we will take a break. We'll be back after these messages. Bill Frost will be here to tell us what's on TV this week, if he's not in Australia, that is. And then we got, of course, Beat Gina on the way. More news. All that happening. Stand by for all of that. Randlife.com/X96.
Randlife is a local mortgage company. They have been my mortgagor. They've had my mortgage, and always just been seamless, no problems, a great job, and they really got me a low interest rate years ago. They can do something very nice for you as well. If you're in the market to buy a home, contact Randlife, because they've slashed their floor rate on the 3-in-1 adjustable rate mortgage to 3.25%. That's 3.25% on 5.98 APR. Now, what does all that mean? Well, it means that you can get started on your home ownership journey with lower payments up front. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or making a move, this 3-in-1 adjustable rate mortgage gives you flexibility and savings to get into your dream home right now. So go to randlife.com/X96. I can't decide.
Offspring's coming on August 3rd, if you're curious.
August 3rd. Let's see. I'm looking at.
I'm looking at the snow. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
It's just.
I got worried that Boba Fett died, Carrie, because Boba Fett was trending. I don't.
Well, you mean the actor?
No,
That they killed him off?
I just got worried. Doesn't appear.
Did you click on it?
Yeah.
I'm not clicking on it.
Oh, is this a
because
spoiler?
I'm thinking it's a spoiler that you have already spoiled now
It just
for The Mandalorian, which
you-
I haven't watched yet. I'm planning on watching today.
Gina, did you manage to avoid the Succession spoiler?
no. That was my thing that must go
You
yesterday.
did. So you did find out what it was. Have you watched the show?
No.
yet?
Neither have I, and I know what the spoiler is.
You do know.
But-
Let me tell you this about it. And I'm not going to say what it is. Knowing what it is does not ruin the show.
I've heard there are things about it like there's some long shot, some amazing 30-minute long one take shot or something.
30 minutes?
It's just how the people respond to what happens is what's important and what's interesting. Not what happens, but how everybody responds to it. So
We've got them stacked up. We got that and Yellow Jackets stacking up, and
I hate that you're not able to keep things. There's no way to keep things a secret.
but that show,
Yeah.
The Beef, is so good.
I finished that.
I haven't finished it yet,
I
but
finished that.
those people are all just so awful.
Everyone is terrible.
Oh my God! Even when you start thinking even the little girl, think, oh, you little brat.
So my husband is not on social media at all.
Good for him.
So he's able to ignore things. So and he does this with sports stuff all the time.
Oh,
Like he wants to watch Premier League soccer with Muhammad, my son, not the prophet. And he's like, "Oh, I recorded that game. Let's watch it." And every time Muhammad's like, I know what happened. Unless you watch things in real time, there's no way.
Very occasionally, I want to watch a sporting event and not in real time. And if I do, I just do go out of my way to not.
It's hard
find
though.
out.
It's
Yeah, but you can do it.
basically, there's too many shows.
yeah. Beethoven did in Syracuse. Texted in
In Syracuse.
Syracuse.
Apparently
Just
we
saying.
have a series of dogs listening to
I
our
don't.
show.
Bill, I report. I don't.
Yeah.
All right. It is time for Bill Frost telling us what's on TV this week. Brought to you by...
See movies on the big screen at Broadway Center Cinemas before sunrise and the 1997 classic Titanic playing this weekend. Get tickets and showtimes at slfstix.org.
Well, he's here, Bill Frost. He made it into the studio. He's
It
Bill.
was touch and go there for a minute. But
It
he
was.
Made it, he made it here.
Well, he was. You don't know how hard it is for Bill to move around town. It's just difficult, isn't it?
Mostly, it's really difficult to get across Broadway here.
Yeah.
So many cars.
Yeah. Bill is a writer. You can read his stuff at City Weekly, cityweekly.net. Podcaster, it's TV Tan. is the name of the podcast, and musician plays the guitar with a band called Magna Vega. You can find all things Frost related at
billfrost.tv.
Okay, what do we got?
Tomorrow, we have a new anthology dark comedy series from comedian Tom Segura. He created this, and he's also starring in it, playing several different roles. It's called Bad Thoughts. Okay. So it's an anthology series where each episode is a different setting, but he's in almost all of it. He's in all of them playing different characters. It's kind of like a comedic Black Mirror, kind of.
All right.
Where's this?
It's on Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 6 episodes.
I'll take a look.
Bad Thoughts?
Bad Thoughts, yeah. Also tomorrow on NBC, Joan Rivers, a Dead Funny All-Star tribute to Joan Rivers tomorrow night.
Why are we doing this?
Don't know.
Okay.
Don't know, but it's happening, and it's all stars, even though I couldn't find any of the... There's a trailer at x96.com. You can see some of them who are there. And the trick here is that it'll be on NBC Tuesday night, and on Wednesday morning, it'll be the uncensored version.
Oh, okay.
On
Peacock.
Peacock.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's when I'll watch.
Yeah,
It'll have the swears.
Yeah.
You want the swears. And if you like Virgin River, we have the dollar store Virgin River here. Sullivan's Crossing on the CW on Wednesday. Season 3 premiere. This is notable mostly because it's the story is very close to what happens on Virgin River. Small town, big city surgeon comes to town.
Bill's looking at me because he knows this is my
Yeah. Also, Chad Michael Murray's in this.
Yep, there you go.
And Luke from Gilmore Girls.
Yep, that all tracks.
Have not seen him do anything since Gilmore Girls, so here he is. Thursday, Murderbot.
Oh,
what?
Murderbot.
This is getting good reviews.
Yeah, Apple TV Plus. Alexander Skarsgård. He's a cyborg. He's programmed to kill, but he'd rarely just rather be watching TV.
Yeah.
Which he does anyway.
He likes to stay home and watch soap operas.
But he's an android?
He's an android, yeah.
Okay.
And this is a sort of very dark comedy. This is from the odd team of Chris and Paul Weitz, who did American Pie and About a Boy. Not a real sci-fi pedigree there, but okay. But it's from the novels by Martha Wells, which is very well reviewed. And Apple TV Plus on Thursday, first 2 of 10 episodes streaming. Also on Thursday on Max, Duster, J.J. Abrams and Josh Holloway are back together again.
Oh.
This is set in 1972. Josh Holloway is a getaway driver, and he's always looked like he just came out of the 70s anyway. So,
Sawyer from Lost.
Yes.
That's who that
And
is.
he's helping an FBI agent take down a crime syndicate in the Southwest.
Sure.
Because he can drive fast because he's got a Duster.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Not a jacket, but the car.
The car.
The old car.
Yeah. And also in here are Keith David and Greg Grunberg. And
well, Greg Grunberg's got to be there because
he's always there in a J.J. Abrams thing.
He's J.J. Abrams' good luck charm.
Yes.
That's what he says.
Also on Thursday on Prime Video, a college set comedy series called Overcompensating. It's about a guy who was a big football star and homecoming king in high school, but he's really gay. So he decides, I'm going to get to college. This is when I'm finally going to be me.
Okay.
And he's having struggle with that.
He's going to gay it up.
He's going to try, but he's still, Wow. And also he befriends another dude who's an outsider, a loner, a weirdo in high school. He's going to do everything he can to fit in now that he's in college. Okay. So it's like two guys. Of a mismatched buddy comedy here.
Okay.
And Charlie XCX and Connie Britton and Kyle MacLachlan are also in this.
I haven't really heard anything I like about it.
You haven't won Bill over yet.
No, I tried.
Maybe Connie Britton.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Also on Thursday, Welcome to Wrexham, Season 4.
Oh, really?
Soccer.
Yeah. I thought we had more seasons than that. But
is it a reality show?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's sort of a docu-series about Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney buying this soccer team and everything it takes to go into running a soccer team.
What is the interest in it? I mean, what?
Well, for me, it's the only soccer I'll watch because it's a highlight reel, basically, and the drama behind the scenes, and of course, Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds are pretty funny. So it's the drama behind the scenes of a soccer team,
and it's not manufactured.
No,
it's real.
I'm sure some of it is, but Yeah.
And it,
like any reality
Yeah.
show.
well, yeah. And Katie points out it is the oldest Welsh soccer team.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there must be something there, too, about how they feel about Americans owning the team.
Probably. Yeah, there's been
was-
quite a bit of that through the first 3
That
seasons.
was certainly the first season.
There's
Yeah.
probably going to be a lot more this season.
Yeah.
And also, season 4 on Thursday of Love, Death, and Robots.
I hear good things.
It's an animated anthology series from David Fincher and Tim Miller, and each episodes can be 5 to 15 minutes long. It's wildly different animation styles within each episode. And I mention this only because Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, season 2 on Hulu on Thursday.
Okay.
And we got a hold of our friend.
Oh, yeah, Katie, we needed to see if Victoria wants to get in on this
Watch
with
that
us.
for us.
If not, I'm going to have to.
Ooh, no.
No, you don't want to do that.
No.
And Saturday Night Live on Saturday, of course, the season 50 finale, Scarlett Johansson and Bad Bunny.
How do they get Scarlett Johansson? That's great.
Yeah.
I don't know how they got her to do it.
It was a particularly good weekend update this time.
A long one, too.
A long one. But, until you get the tariffs explained to you by guy who just walked into a spider web.
I love whoever came up with this idea and that they went
And
with
they
it.
went with
Yep.
it. They committed to the bit.
Because you can tell in the writer's room, they're like, how do we make this tariff thing funny? How do we, what can we do to, because you can't, because it's not.
I know. Let's have a guy walk into a spider web.
Guy who just walked
Yeah.
into a spider web.
It worked.
And it worked.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was very
Mikey
funny.
Day was very, very funny.
And then the show went to hell after that. Seriously.
Well, it usually does after weekend
Well,
update.
after weekend update.
So Waltz and Goggins, not great live.
Not really, no.
Not. I think he needs a few takes.
Because when he did the film bits,
That's what I'm
they
saying.
were good.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the
I
live
think
stuff,
the live stuff he struggled with
he
a
was
little
struggling.
bit.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess it's just not his.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
he's
not for everybody.
He's not known for his Broadway work.
Yeah.
But he was singing. He was singing as well, and did a very good job.
And danced.
And danced
With his
and-
mom?
Yeah,
There were good parts to
With
it.
his
but
mom.
yeah.
they always do that on Mother's Day with
yeah.
Saturday Night Live. They have the moms come out. And,
The Second Amendment bit was funny.
That was
But
funny.
that was just him playing a character he's played millions of times before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the new season of Poker Face on Peacock, the first episode, I don't know if you've started it yet or not.
I watched it and I was underwhelmed.
Really? I thought Cynthia Erivo was playing like 5-6 different roles. That was pretty interesting.
I don't know. It just didn't grab me.
Bill wants more.
Once more.
I don't know why.
It's not enough Columbo for you.
It just seemed.
Why don't you just watch Columbo?
It just seemed not. I didn't have a lot of energy. I didn't.
Yeah. Well,
Just kind of. I don't know.
Maybe you were hot.
It could
Because
be.
I don't have a lot of energy right now.
I was I was drunk, so maybe that was.
That,
it.
I think probably.
we have 9 more episodes to get it together
Yeah.
after that.
I tried to watch that Havoc, that movie with.
Tom Hardy.
Tom
Yes.
Hardy.
Yeah.
Good God, that was awful. Finally turned it off about 2/3 of the way through. I can't watch this anymore. This is awful.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Well, and I'm going to say something that is blasphemous.
Uh-oh.
Let's stop making Star Wars. Because
Yes.
it will never get better than Andor Season 2.
You want to just leave it
It
here?
will never, you will never, no matter what, how much money you throw at it, who's in it, who stars in it,
Really?
it's never going to be better than this.
But they won't do it.
Well,
They won't take your advice. You know they won't.
They're probably never going to make an Andor ride.
probably not.
No.
Probably not. It'd be a lot of monologues
Yes.
about freedom and tyranny and things like that that hit a little too close to home these days.
A little bit, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
Well, there he is, Bill Frost. You can find his stuff at billfrost.tv.
Yeah.
Traffic, please, Gina.
Emergency crews blocking the left lane and shoulder eastbound 201 freeway just before the Mountain View corridor. Crash westbound Parish Lane in Centerville at the bottom of the southbound I-15 exit ramp. All westbound lanes are blocked. Crash on the northbound I-15 collector ramp in Midvale, now blocking the right lane and shoulder. And it looks like trying to go northbound from Sandy into Murray is pretty much stopped. If you're stuck there and can let me know what you're seeing, please text us and I'll pass it along. 33986 is where you do that. X96 welcomes Youngblood August 26th to the Union Event Center. Tickets go on sale Friday the 16th. Get more information at x96.com.
Beat Gina coming up after these messages. Very easy to play, very easy to win. It's multiple choice pop culture trivia. All you have to do is play the game to get the prize. What is the prize?
A pair of tickets to Lagoon.
Lagoon tickets. Everybody wants those. 877-602-9696. We're going to play some messages in a song, and then we'll play Beat Gina. Beat Gina is brought to you by
Christopher's Prime Steakhouse is simply Utah's best steakhouse, the perfect spot for a wonderful date night. Reserve your table at christophersut.com, located at 110 West Broadway.
It's time for a new episode of the game show Beat Gina. Today, it's Beat Katie.
Yep.
Don't worry, it doesn't take long. I'm your announcer, Johnny. I'll pitch any product for the right price, hola. And today, I'd like to offer a bit of advice to the young ladies in the audience.
Oh?
Or maybe you already know about the tender trap.
Oh.
French girls are born knowing about it. Swedish girls learn it at their mother's knee. And American girls are quick studies. You know about how a boy chases a girl until she catches him? That's the tender trap. Every girl who sets one knows how. But don't forget this. Boys love to eat. And they love Wonder Sandwiches. So get Wonder Bread going for you, too. You can't lose. Wonder Bread in rich sandwiches. It helps catch boys.
Huh?
Okay.
I read the copy Wonder gives me.
Okay.
Fair.
And now let me introduce a man who has obviously eaten his share of Wonder Bread because he has a strong body that was obviously built 12 ways.
Yes.
The best game show host since sliced bread,
Thank you.
Carrie Jackson.
Oh, Johnny Ola, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, the randomizer has chosen a contestant. It looks like it's Jamie. Hello, Jamie.
Hey.
All right,
Hi, Jamie.
We're going to toss a coin to see who goes first. It will give you an advantage in the game. Please call it heads or tails, Jamie.
Let's go tails.
Coin toss app says tails, which means
Well,
Jamie goes first.
You are closer to getting those Switchfoot tickets when they're going to be here November 4th at the complex.
All right, now
Nice.
if Katie manages to claw her way up from behind and beat you
Yeah.
at this game, what are you prepared to do in her name, Jamie?
I will do a donation to the Road Home.
Nice.
Lovely.
All right. It's potpourri all this week because I have so many leftover questions. So these are leftover from weeks past. It looks like we got a couple of Back to the Future trivia questions left over. So Back to the Future trivia for a couple of them here. Jamie goes first. Jamie, these first two are pretty easy. I'll tell you that right now. Jamie, first question is... what is the name of the dance that George and Lorraine attend in 1955? The blank dance. Is it 1, several species of small furry animals gathered together in a cave and grooving with a picked dance? Is it 2, the Enchantment Under the Sea dance? Is it 3, the Hoosier Hot Shots dance? Or 4, the A Long Time Ago in a Galaxy Far, Far Away dance?
I don't know this one. 3.
The Hoosier Hot Shots dance? No.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jamie.
Terribly sorry, Jamie.
Can you repeat the answers for me, Carrie?
The answers are, what is the name of the dance? Is it the several species of small furry animals gathered together in a cave and grooving with a picked dance, the Enchantment Under the Sea dance, the Hoosiers Hot Shots dance, or the A Long Time Ago in a Galaxy Far, Far Away dance?
B, the Under the Sea.
Enchantment Under the Sea.
Yes. 1-0, and Katie controls the question.
My husband would be mad at me if I got that wrong.
This is not looking good.
Katie?
Yes.
Also a Back to the Future trivia question.
Okay.
How fast did they need to travel to trigger the time travel? How fast did they need to go to trigger time travel? Is it 1, calculate an exact slingshot orbit around the sun while speeding at close to warp factor 10? Is it 2, 119.4 miles per second? Is it number 3, 88 miles per hour? Or 4, Mach 33?
It would be number 3.
88 miles. I told you these two were easy.
My husband has embedded Back to the Future into my head.
It's 2-0 for Katie. Jamie, it's your turn. See if you can get back into the game.
All right, Jamie, let's find you some easy Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom trivia.
I watched this weekend.
Oh.
No.
Jamie, Kate Capshaw does this a total of 71 times in the movie, but had to learn how to do it properly. What is it? Is it 1, scream, 2, cry, 3, ride an elephant, or 4, ride Harrison Ford?
Is it ride an elephant?
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Dang it.
I think this is for the win, Katie.
I did watch this weekend, and one thing she does a lot, and I assume she had to learn how to do it, is scream.
Scream is correct.
And there you go. Katie wins the game in a
not easy
clean
to scream.
sweep. I mean, it's just amazing. 3-0. Sorry, Jamie.
Wow.
It's
Yeah,
just,
I'm so sorry about that.
It's
Okay,
so,
good job, Katie.
it's so pathetic. Why don't you give her the damn
It is
tickets?
not pathetic. She tried her best, so I will give you those Switchfoot tickets as you do the donation to the road home for me.
All right.
All right, hang on the
Awesome,
line.
thank you.
Hang on.
You.
Hang on, Jamie. Listen, it's time for me to go. I got to make a new plan, Stan.
It's often said that the people of Utah speak a language all their own. It's a language that's often confusing and even incomprehensible to newcomers here in the Beehive State. So, Radio from Hell presents a handy guide to help everyone understand how the natives speak. It's the Utah word of the day. And today's word is...
Smegs. S-M-E-G-S. Smegs. You'll also hear other Utah words in the following exchange, principally smush, S-M-U-S-H, and smolives, S-M-O-L-I-V-E-S.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
That's smush.
Smush. Did I say smoosh?
You did.
I'm sorry, sir.
Smush.
You tell it, Daddy.
Now listen in as the mayor of Mona, Utah, and his son Denver meet for breakfast.
Morning, Daddy. What are we having for breakfast?
Well, your mother has very kindly made us a big steaming bowl of this.
I don't like the looks of that, Daddy. What is that?
Smush, Denver. Come on. You had this before. Smush. Cream of the wheat.
Oh.
And I know what you mean. I don't want this stuff neither. But it's better than what your mother was going to make us.
What was that?
Avocado toast.
Avocado. Lord, I don't even want to think what that is.
You're right. But just be aware, it's a piece of toast with some avocados mushed up on it. And then your mother put small lives on top of that.
Ooh.
I talked her out of it, and she said, fine, I'll make you smush then. I didn't dare say nothing more because you know how she can get.
Why can't we have a regular He-Man breakfast like we usually do?
Denver, you need to pay a little bit of attention to the world around you.
Oh?
We can't have the breakfast we want because all the chickens are sick. They got the flu.
So they have to stay home from work? Are all of them sick so they can't tend to laying?
Well, not all of them, but the gist is, with a lot less chickens producing, the price of the product they produce has went way up, and we can't afford them.
Well, what about another thought, Daddy? I mean, other animals make the same breakfast food that chickens do. What about turkeys or ducks or sparrows or robins? They all produce the same thing chickens do.
And they all got the flu.
Oh.
It's called the bird flu. In Denver, all of them are getting it.
Well, then, Daddy, we need to look at another source of the breakfast food that we love. The breakfast food that we, the men of Mona, Utah, need.
What are you driving at, boy?
Well, Daddy, we just need to check to see who has the flu. Is there turtle flu, lizard flu, or snake flu?
Well, no, not that I heard of.
Well, there you go. We want smegs for breakfast, a man's breakfast. We can get some bacon, but we need smegs, a new source. So why not turtle eggs, lizard eggs, snake eggs? How about hash browns, toast, and smegs from a snake?
Denver, we're going to have smush. Cream of wheat. Eat it.
Join us again some other time as we examine how the Utah natives speak with the Utah word of the day.
This day in 1992, The Cure released Friday I'm in Love, the second single from their 9th studio album, Wish. That was not the version that they released, but I thought you might want to hear it.
I did.
Okay. It is time for Big Gina. Is this brought to you by anybody?
Lagoon. It's what fun is, and it's right around the.
It's like right next door.
Next door, we're Lagoon.
What?
It's what fun is.
Okay.
Well, we all know that Beat Gina is a mighty fine game show, and we'll get to it in just a moment. But first, I'm Beat Gina announcer Johnny O with a word from our sponsor, Mighty Fine Dessert Pie Filling. Ladies, you want to be a hit with your He-Man? Well, of course you do. So serve him the pie voted tops by GIs, a banana cream pie made with Mighty Fine. Yes, the GI's favorite pie will easily top the list in your house, too, when you make banana cream pie the Mighty Fine way.
Mighty Fine.
The recipe is so simple, and the results are so good. Rich, creamy smooth, Mighty Fine combines with fresh banana slices in a way that no other filling can. Ask for Mighty Fine at your grocer today. And now, when you say Mighty Fine, you think of pie filling second. Your first thought is the host of Beat Gina, Carrie Jackson.
Thank you, Johnny Ola.
That is true.
Thank you so much. Professional game show announcer. All right, the randomizer has picked a contestant for you. Gina, you'll be playing against Jacob. Are you there, Jacob?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Jacob, we're going to toss a coin to see who goes first. Sorry, my coin's all the way over here.
Okay.
To see who goes first, it will give you the advantage in the game. Heads or tails, Jacob? Call it.
Let's go tails.
All right, let's see what happens. Oh, it is tails.
Oh, he already has an advantage because he's not sitting in a sweltering hot room right now. So
You don't know that.
He might be. I don't
Are
know.
you in a hot room,
he could
Jacob?
He could be calling from hell for all you know.
I'm standing on the corner right now because the reception isn't too good at the house.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you've made the effort.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
All right, so the first question is for you to answer on your own with no interference from Gina. Multiple choice, pop culture trivia. If you get it correct, you get the point. If not, Gina has been paying attention. She will answer the same question correctly, stealing your point away. We'll go back and forth till one of you gets 3 points. Jacob, first question for you. We have some leftover Wonder Woman trivia. Here we go. All right. What title, Jacob, does Wonder Woman hold among the Amazons? What title? Is it 1, Duchess? Is it 2, Princess? Is it 3, the Tyrant God Empress and the Holder of the Holy Flame? Is it 4, Grand Poobah de Doink and all of this and that? Ruined that one, didn't I?
It's Princess.
Princess is correct. Yes.
All right, there's a point for Jacob.
All right. Gina?
Yes.
Who is Wonder Woman's mother?
Okay.
Who is Wonder Woman's mother? Is it 1, Queen Hippolyta? Is it 2, Baroness Paula von Gunther? Is it 3, Miss Habersham? Or is it 4, She-Hulk?
Well, 1.
Queen Hippolyta.
Yeah.
There's a point for Gina. It's tied. We go back to Jacob.
All right, Jacob, a tricky one here for you. Back in the 90s, Marvel and DC Comics did a crossover with Wonder Woman. What did we find out that she can do in the Marvel Universe in this crossover? Is it 1, she was able to defeat Storm of the X-Men? Is it 2, she was worthy of wielding Thor's hammer? Was it 3, she defeated She-Hulk in a disco dance-off? Or 4, she finally got Stan Lee to shut up?
Pretty sure it's wield Thor's hammer.
Yep, that is correct.
All right, that's 2 points for Jacob. Go back to Gina.
All right, Gina, we're going to move on to... Do you want Dracula or Orson Welles trivia?
Dracula.
Dracula trivia. Okay. In Bram Stoker's Dracula, the movie, what reason does the Count give Mina for not wanting to make her into a vampire like himself?
Okay.
Is it 1, he felt it was a curse and not a gift? Is it 2, I love you too much? Is it 3, he didn't want to buy a new coffin built for 2?
Yep.
Or 4, he didn't want to go by their celebrity couple's name, Dracmina?
Whoa.
He just got run over. Jacob, Gina, I think you won.
Are you okay, Jacob?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
There's just a couple of cars driving past.
That's okay.
All right. What's the answer?
I think he just loves her too much.
That is exactly what he said.
2-2. Now, Jacob, you could win on this one.
All right, Jacob. What iconic piece of clothing from Sir Christopher Lee's wardrobe, when he played Dracula, was found in a costume shop in London years after it was declared missing? Iconic piece of clothing from his Dracula costume. Was it 1, his red Make Transylvania Great Again hat? Was it 2, Dracula's signature wraparound shades by Oakley? Keeps the rays away, baby. Was it 3, his cape? Or 4, his medallion with its red sash?
I think it was the cape.
You think it was the cape? That is correct.
You win.
Wow.
Way to go,
There you
Jacob.
go, Jacob.
Awesome.
Nicely done. What did you win?
Lagoon.
Oh, yeah,
You can
Lagoon.
go to Dracula's castle at Lagoon.
True.
Jacob, say thank you and then hang on the line.
All right, thank you.
Hang on.
All right.
Listen, I've got to run. Mrs. Zola just called, and I have to hurry home. The clog has gotten worse.
Oh, no. All right. Big boy news now. Brought to you by...
Tired of paying too much for concerts? Experience great live music and enjoy adult beverages without paying stupid prices at Salt Lake's coolest venues. Don't miss Mark's Skibilia, I think.
Huh?
Scibilia. Skibilia.
I think so.
Tonight, May 12th at the Commonwealth Room. Get tickets at thestateroompresents.com.
Well, we know Jordan Hudson is Bill Belichick's girlfriend.
Oh, that's who that is. Okay.
And she just was in the Miss Maine USA pageant.
Oh, was she?
And she placed 3rd.
Couldn't he have purchased her a higher ranking in the Miss Maine pageant?
The New England native, who is 24 years old, came in 3rd place during the finals of the event in Portland, Maine. She was supported by her boyfriend, Bill Belichick, who was in the audience. Ms. Hudson, who lost to Shelby Howell, previously placed as runner-up in the competition in 2024 when she lost to Ann Baldridge. Howell will now represent Maine in the next round of competition, the 2025 Miss USA pageant, before she was awarded 3rd place. Hudson spoke before those in attendance, stating, quote, "I hope those watching this find the strength to push through whatever it is and embody that hate never wins." Okay. It's a lovely sentiment, isn't it? Yeah. Utah's banned some more books. 2 more books from public schools statewide.
Oh, we're saving children.
The latest, the State Board of Education last week added Sarah Gruen's best-selling 2006 novel Water for Elephants to the list of 18 titles forbidden in the public schools. In March, the board banned Tricks by Ellen Hopkins, the author's 3rd book to appear on the state's list of objective sensitive materials. Utah has banned 18 titles from schools since lawmakers in 2024 ordered schools to remove any book or other content if at least 3 districts deem it to be inappropriate. 16 of the books are written by women, interestingly. Per guidelines drafted by the State Board of Education, districts forward complaints of sensitive materials to a committee where parents outnumber educators to determine whether the content should be restricted. To decide what counts as sensitive material, districts use criminal statutes that define pornographic, indecent, or harmful material for children. Those laws allow for content with serious literary, artistic, political, or scientific value for minors, taking into account the children's ages. But the book banning law requires districts to prioritize protecting children from the harmful effects of illicit pornography and other considerations as they decide which books to forbid. No, I don't, in Water for Elephants, I don't know what.
No idea.
They don't say here what was possibly wrong with it. It says it chronicles the memories of a fictional veterinarian who works in a traveling circus during the Great Depression. It was a #1 bestseller on the New York Times list. There was a movie, Reese Witherspoon and Robert Pattinson, and there was also a stage musical on Broadway last year of Water for Elephants.
It depicts a teen couple's first sexual encounter.
Oh, there it does say that right there. I see it. Yeah, it describes their first time. It was written in 1975. Whatever.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Residents of Weber County have seen brown water coming out of their faucets off and on for weeks. On Sunday, Fox 13 spoke with resident Zach Leeper, who lives in North Ogden. He talked about how he's been dealing with the brown water. It's actually clear today, he said, while looking at water running out of his hose. Leeper moved to Ogden 5 years ago. He said he's dealt with normal maintenance issues, but nothing like this.
Well, at least it doesn't have fluoride in it.
Since the beginning of the year, he's had a nonstop water issues. He's gone 6 days without clean water. The city of Ogden posted on Facebook about the brown water. Leeper was one of the residents who commented. They just keep blaming it on this project, that project, water pipe breakage, and there's no real resolution for us, he said. City officials said in the past, discolored water is often caused by water lines breaking in the area, jarring minerals in the pipeline loose, or the result of source water transitions common in the spring. They said it was drinkable, but I mean, are you going to drink it if it looks and smells like this? No.
It's not drinkable.
No, I wouldn't. You just don't. It's not palatable. It might not hurt you, but you just don't want to do it. It's the Terry Crossman is a maintenance director at the Veterans Nursing Home in Ogden. He said he sees brown water from time to time. It's been pretty inconsistent. I've never noticed a smell or anything like that, but to me it tastes okay. But you don't like it to drink it because it looks bad.
We had our priorities. We had to get the fluoride out first. Then we'll work on the brown,
That's
okay?
Right. The mayor of New Jersey's largest city walked into a federal immigration facility Thursday and refused to leave until authorities arrested him, causing a showdown between local and federal law enforcement. Newark Mayor Ras Baraka was taken into custody after allegedly ignoring multiple warnings from federal authorities to vacate the ICE detention center in Newark, according to some reporting. The confrontation began when Baraka made an unannounced visit to the Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE processing facility within city limits. He has willingly chosen to disregard the law. That will not stand in this state, said U.S. Attorney Alina Habba in a statement.
Well, then you disregard.
Exactly, yeah.
He has been taken into custody. No one is above the law.
That's funny.
Baraka, a Democrat currently running for governor, has consistently challenged federal immigration enforcement practices and championed sanctuary city policies. As of Thursday, no formal charges had been filed against him. As of Thursday, he has willingly chosen to disregard the law, though, Habba said, and that will not stand in this state. Okay. Here's some good news. The U.S. and China talking about tariffs, and they've come to some agreements, and they're calling a 90-day truce.
They've agreed to walk away for 90 days.
A 90-day truce in their trade war for more talks. Trade Representative Jamison Greer said the U.S. agreed to drop its 145% tariff rate on Chinese goods by 115% to 30%. China agreed to lower its rate on U.S. goods by the same amount to 10%. So, maybe I would think that I would think that people who deal with this on the ground level like this, negotiators, they're probably both saying to each other, this is stupid, don't you?
Well, and it's not going to last.
Yeah.
Well, and China's not going to go for it, and that's another reason they did a 90 days. Well, we'll come back in 90 days. You seem very obstinate right now. We'll come back in 90 days.
Well, they lowered them. They lowered it. So we'll see what happens. 90 days with it at a much lower tone. They said they had some positive talks about it.
Oh, but Trump wanted to raise them. That's the point. He wanted to raise it 150%.
Well, he did. It was 150%, and they dropped it. They dropped it down now
to where it was.
So
he created a problem.
Yeah.
And then
that's exactly what happened.
I know, and that's what
and we're supposed to give him credit for that.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I'm saying that the negotiators are saying, this is stupid, don't you? Yes, I do know this is stupid. And anybody except Trump sees it for what it is. Stupid.
Which is why the stock market was good today, because they said, "Oh, thank God, this is not."
Yeah. Up to 1,000 transgender troops will be kicked out of the military in the next 28 days.
Now I'm confused about this because they're too good to be in sports, but they're not.
This is a good point.
They're
Jerry.
not good enough to be in the military.
This is a good point.
I don't understand.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth set a deadline for the Pentagon to discharge those troops by June 6th. He said that his department is leaving wokeness and weakness behind. Okay. Donald Trump's, even his most devoted supporters are saying, this jet that Qatar is going to give you, this is not a good idea. Even, what's her name, Laura Loomer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so disappointed in you, she said. What, you don't know him?
Have you seen the pictures of it? It's all gold. That's all shiny. He likes that.
The president said he's willing to accept a $400 million luxury Boeing 747. I don't think it's going to happen. I think he'll back off. A popular Chicago restaurant chain is honoring the new pope with a special menu item.
Oh, good.
Portillo's. I've heard of them.
I've heard of them, yeah.
Yeah, they've unveiled a new sandwich called the Leo. To celebrate Pope Leo XIV, who hails from Chicago. The sandwich features seasoned Italian beef, gravy, and what the owners call a trinity of peppers, sweet, hot, or a combination of both. They told People magazine that the sandwich will not only be sacred, it'll be flavorful. It will be available for a limited time. And finally, there's a baby boom happening behind the nurses' station at Hospital Sisters Health System, St. Vincent Hospital in Green Bay, Wisconsin. 14 labor and delivery nurses are all pregnant at the same time.
Jeez.
Creating a one-of-a-kind support system inside the hospital. When she said she was pregnant pretty early on, and then I was like, wait a minute, I am too, laughed labor and delivery nurse Anna Cody. Ashlyn Short, Anna Cody, Molly Van Eichenvort are among the nurses who are expecting. I found out that Molly and I are 4 days apart. I think it's cool.
They're going to have a staffing issue here.
That's going to come, yeah. Or maybe they'll really get on the daycare and have a place they can just bring their babies to work. 14 nurses are pregnant in the one ward. All right, that's it.
All right.
Sports, weather, traffic.
This from our friend Jazz Nation News for the sports desk. It's the NBA Draft Lottery tonight, 5 p.m. on ESPN. The Jazz have a 14% chance of landing the number one overall pick. The lowest we can fall is 5. They said, come on, Radio from Hell, bring the Jazz some good luck today. Well, that'll take care of it. I read that on the air. We'll get the number one pick. All will be well.
You sure?
Yeah, that's how that works.
We'll get the number one pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just say that out loud, and that's
all right.
That's what happens. Let's see. RSL tied over the weekend. In the NBA tonight, you've got the Celtics and the Knicks at 5:30. The Timberwolves and the Warriors at 8. Minnesota leads that series 2-1. In the NHL tonight, you've got the Hurricanes and the Capitals at 5, and the Golden Knights and the Oilers at 7:30. That is your sports weather. 73 outside right now, 98 here in the studio.
Is it that hot? Really?
I don't know. That just feels that hot. 87 for a high today on the outside. And the winds will actually kick up again. They could gust as high as 40 miles an hour today. Those winds are bringing in a cold front, quite a bit colder actually. So today, 87 for a high. Tomorrow, 60 for a high. 59 on Wednesday, and about a 60% chance of showers from Tuesday into Wednesday night. So things will cool off and be wet for a couple of days. Traffic, let me refresh this, get the most up-to-date information for you. We have emergency crews blocking the left lane and shoulder eastbound 201 freeway at the Mountain View corridor. Crash westbound Parish Lane in Centerville at the bottom of the southbound I-15 ramp. Utility work westbound 54 south at 27th west, affecting the right lane. Things still really slow northbound I-15 coming from Sandy into Murray. And then again, northbound I-15 coming around Point of the Mountain. Whatever you're seeing, you can share with us via text at 33986. Haster Games for board games, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, miniatures, dice paints, and more. Haster Games, 6831 South State, or HasterGames.com.
All right, we got some geek news after this, and then just after 9 o'clock, it's the Boner recap game. Easy to play, easy to win, all coming up. Just for Gina, I'm so excited with this Halloween because Gina loves like Kit Kats, and Twix, popcorn.
Yes,
right? I have Halloween candy, cheese and wine pairings all together. So you do if you have your Kit Kats.
Yeah.
See, this is lost on you though.
I mean, the cheese part is, but not the candy.
You go with the triple cream brie.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And pair that with Prosecco.
I could see where that would be good if you liked the cheese part.
So like a Twix bar.
Yeah.
You get yourself a blue cheese and pair it with Merlot. Caramel popcorn. Go with an aged Gouda or Howda. That's how you're supposed to say it. But here in America, we say Gouda. Pair that with a hard cider.
You know, if you've done one of Jimmy the Wine Guy's, he does all kinds of different pairings that he'll come to your home and do
He will.
And one of the things he does, believe it or not, is with popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
Popcorn and wine.
He does a whole popcorn and wine pairing.
Which you wouldn't think that would be a thing, but it's a thing.
It's delicious.
What candy would pair with all the Miller Lights that I have hanging out in my house?
Well, I just had the hard cider. That's
close.
That's
No, it's the same
sweet.
color.
A little too sweet.
Miller Lite, really?
I don't have any beer pairings.
It's left over from a party.
Terribly sorry. Butterfinger.
Okay.
And sharp cheddar. Pair that with a Cabernet Sauvignon.
I could see a Butterfinger in a cab.
You get a Snickers with a Gruyere. Pair that with a Pinot Grigio.
Okay.
Crunch Bar, Nestle's Crunch Bar.
I haven't had a Crunch Bar in a long time.
You pair that with Camembert and Champagne.
Oh.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Yes.
With a Manchego cheese.
Okay.
Pair with a Rioja wine.
Oh.
Delicious.
I have the Halloween candy at home, so I could experiment with this.
You could.
I have a half-open Corona from the other day. That I
You
could
should
also
get
use
rid
to
of that.
experiment.
That won't keep very well.
It's still cold.
It's still cold.
I didn't put a lime in it, so...
Oh, yeah. See,
Lime's expensive.
Yeah.
He didn't taint it with a lime. So he's fine.
X96.
All right. Is this sponsored, Gina?
Dive into Shark Summer at Clark Planetarium. Experience the jaw-dropping IMAX film Shark Kingdom. Grab limited edition shark gear and explore shark-themed fun for the whole family. It all starts Memorial Day weekend and runs all summer. Don't miss it. Adventure is circling.
Thank you. All right. Okay. Let's see. I got a couple of trailers here for you to watch. The first one I have to be careful with because it's a show for grown-ups, but it's about superheroes.
Okay.
Specifically, Superman's friends.
Okay.
So I got to be careful. But season 2 of Peacemaker.
Backflips to get you to John.
Welcome, Peacemaker, or do you prefer Chris?
Either's fine.
Can you tell us a little about your skills?
I'm considered the finest marksman in the world.
The mic is off.
Yeah.
I am also proficient in hand-to-hand combat.
How many more of these do we have today?
Is that popcorn still here?
You love popcorn.
My butt's getting really big lately, so.
I have a variety of helmets.
This guy sucks.
Excuse me? Am I supposed to be able to...
Yeah, so he's interviewing to be part of a team, and, well, yeah, he...
Also, you said that I suck.
Yeah.
Is that John Cena?
John Cena, yeah.
It is not funny.
But what's I'm gonna fade this down, but it's a brand new trailer. What's interesting about this season is a couple of things. First of all, at the end of the first season, we're sort of introduced to the Snyderverse versions of Superman, Wonder Woman, and the Flash, and Aquaman. But that doesn't exist anymore. So how they resolve that, I don't know. But the good news is that we got 2 cameos in that trailer right there from the new Superman movie. 3, actually, when you think about it. We got Hawk Girl. We got Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. He's one of the guys interviewing there.
Okay.
And we're also getting, Rick Flag Sr. And this is going to be tricky because Peacemaker killed Rick Flag Jr. in the first season. So now Rick Flag Sr. is in charge of the superhero squad that Peacemaker wants to join, and that could get awkward. August 21st is when season 2 premieres. So, yeah, look for that. John Cena is very funny in that. And then there's another one. This is based on a comic book, and we've already had one movie starring Charlize Theron called The Old Guard.
Oh, yeah.
It's based on a comic book by Greg Rucka, and he has written the script for The Old Guard 2.
How are you doing?
I'm at peace.
Didn't look that peaceful when you were throwing that guy out the window.
Because I've always said, take any Tom Cruise movie and put Charlize Theron in there, and it's better.
Yep.
Listen, sometimes quick is better than subtle.
But what it is it centers on Charlize Theron as Andromache of Scythia, also known as Andy. She comes to terms with her newfound mortality, and she faces off a mysterious foe.
Everything you stand for.
Uma
with a
Thurman.
power you can't even imagine yet.
So
she is also a well-known ass kicker.
Yes, also. And she's sort of channeling her bride character from Kill Bill in this, right down to samurai swords.
The Immortals. She knows your histories, your relationships. I am scared of what she is capable of.
The other thing that we get resolved from the first movie is they took one of the Immortals and locked her in a coffin and dropped her in the bottom of the ocean.
That's mean.
Wow. Which will have an effect on your mood.
Yeah.
And they show in the trailer, they dig her up.
That I've lost my immortality.
Nothing that lives forever.
I mean, it'll be worth it just to see Charlize Theron and Uma Thurman duking it out and just kicking ass. It's a fun premise. It's a great comic book. If you haven't read it, go to your local shop and pick it up. Called The Old Guard. I don't know how many of these Godzilla King Kong movies we've gotten over the years, but we're getting another one.
Uh-oh.
This one is, and the teaser they released this week was just the name of the movie. So I'm guessing they're going to be fighting an exploding star. Godzilla x Kong Supernova.
Oh, or they get shot into space. Maybe they get shot into space.
I don't know. Listen, King Kong has a mechanical hand now. Okay.
Okay.
So I think they've gotten to the point with these movies where they just went, let's just not take this seriously anymore.
And people will go,
and people
we don't
do
really
go.
have to try.
People do go. They love these movies, and they make a lot of money. So Supernova is the name of it. Another thing that it doesn't get a lot of attention, but it's very funny. This Ted series that's on Peacock.
Oh, the
Talking Teddy Bear.
Yeah, the
Seth
Teddy Bear.
MacFarlane.
Yeah.
It's a very funny show.
That's what I heard.
And season 2 is coming, and that show is a prequel to the Ted movies.
Because this is like high school.
Because this is the kid in high school. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And very funny show. So then you have the Ted movies, and now they're doing not a movie continuation of the movies, but a TV series. But it will be animated. I know it's confusing. But Mark Wahlberg and Amanda Seyfried will be back to voice their characters for an animated series based on the movies Ted. I don't know if they'll be as funny as the prequel TV series.
Well, Seth MacFarlane manages to make other animated things funny, so...
Well, I know that the next season of Ted will be funny because Dana Gould is one of the writers, and he's very funny.
Oh, is he?
Yes. Let's see. Now, Thunderbolt's doing very well in theaters, and it's doing so well that Marvel has asked the director, Jake Schreier, you want to direct that X-Men movie?
Oh.
We see you did a good job there. Do that X-Men movie, why don't you? Which is interesting because when they get a director that they like, they tend to throw them a lot of, well, not just money, but projects. Like John Watts is doing all the Spider-Man movies. You have Daniel Destin Cretton coming back, the Russo brothers, so when they find a director they like, they go with it.
There was a big article about Ryan, is it Coogler?
Yeah.
Who did Sinners, and how the deal he got for that movie, he got all... When the copyright expires in 5 years or something like that, and he then owns the rights to it. To do whatever he wants with it.
So he can do a Sinners universe if he wants to, huh?
Yep.
Interesting. And it's funny because we always have Tom Holland talking about the projects that he's working with Marvel, and you're not supposed to.
He's not good at keeping his mouth shut.
You know who just doesn't care?
Tom Holland.
Alan Cumming.
Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't think he'd care.
He doesn't care about this. Don't talk about the movies. He just, people ask him questions and he answers it. And so here's what he had to say, because he will be Nightcrawler in Avengers Doomsday, reprising his role. And at one point they sat him down and he says, I'm sort of learning these fights. And I'm like, what? Who am I fighting with? And they said, you're hitting Pedro Pascal against the head or something.
Oh, no.
So we're getting Nightcrawler fighting Mr. Fantastic. Wow. In Doomsday. Because when heroes meet for the first time, they have to fight.
Well, sure.
I don't make the rules.
Crash southbound I-15 4 south in Springville, off to the left shoulder. Crash northbound I-15 milepost 285. This is in Lehigh, off to the left shoulder. Utility work 54 south, 27th west. It's got the right lane closed there. And whatever you're seeing on the roads, please share it with us. Text it to us, 33986.
All right, thank you. KXRK Provo, we're going to take a break, play a song. After that song, it's the Boner Recap game. Easy to play, easy to win. Just tell us who won the boners this morning. If you were listening, you know. It was actually a runaway. But if you weren't listening and you saw the candidates, you wouldn't be able to guess.
I don't think so.
I think you should cheat. Go to x96.com, look for the box that says Boners May 12th, 2025. Click on there. It'll say winner next to the correct answer. What is the prize?
Radio from Hell Chicken Bucket contains fabulous prizes, although not chicken.
No, not chicken. The Radio from Hell Chicken Bucket does not contain actual chicken.
And you will get a Radio from Hell diner-style coffee mug in there, and stuff from our desks, and a T-shirt, I believe, is in there.
I believe so.
So a lot of good stuff in the chicken bucket. And then we want you to put it on your head and wear it as a hat.
Yes, please. Wear it as a hat and send us a photo.
All right. 877-602-9696. Line up to play, line up to win. We'll be playing it after the song. Stand by. Zero Res.
Been having a lot of allergies.
Yeah.
And that can come in lots of different ways into your home. You can track it in on your feet, in your carpet.
Oh, really?
In your air ducts. There can be pollen and stuff stuck in there. Good time of year to get all of that cleaned with Zero Res. About 40 pounds of particles of dust, dirt, and debris can accumulate in your carpets and in your air ducts every year. It's a good time to refresh. And you don't have to worry about blocking out several days of time for your carpets to dry.
Oh.
In the past, you used to have to factor that in. Not so with Zero Res. They've got their patented technology. Get your carpets insanely clean without the use of detergents or harsh chemicals, and they will dry faster than traditional cleaners. They've got a special going on right now. It's get 3 rooms cleaned and get the 4th absolutely free. You just have to tell them X96 is where you heard about that deal, and they'll make sure you get it. Couple ways to make your appointment. You can call them 866-0RES or go online at ZeroRes.
Oh, Frank.
It's a sad
Could
song.
you-
Frank.
Could you? I don't ask for much, but
Yes, Frank.
Mr. Folds, if you could, I prefer your happy, funny songs.
Ben Folds will meet you someday, won't he?
I'll meet him all right.
That's right.
But yeah.
Frank
God.
Christ is here, the celebrity Grim Reaper. That is, he reaps the souls of precious, precious celebrities, which is very hard for him because you love them, don't you?
I love our precious celebrities, except that Ben Folds. I think I'm gonna.
It's okay.
Does he have to be such a downer?
I was wondering, Frank,
Yes.
or Mr. Reaper. I guess I can call
call
it
me
Mr.
Frank.
Mr. Christ.
Call me Frank.
Okay, Frank. Is there sort of one kind of certain thing that everybody has in common that they say to you when you appear to them?
There's one word. Yes.
One word? Does it start with S?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so.
That is, if I'm making a ranking,
Yeah, that would be the one
98% of the time.
most often heard. It's
Yeah,
O.
It's O.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I got it. Frank Christ is the celebrity Grim Reaper. He's here to play a game we call Frank Christ Presents.
They're fine. They're just fine.
I have in front of me a list of 4 celebrities. And on this list of celebrities, 3 of them are...
Well, they're fine. They're just fine. I've never met them.
One of them, though, has said OS. And Frank has taken
Do
away
you hear that more than anything?
98% of the time, he said. Yeah. So we play the game with a contestant. Who do we have?
Oh, let's see. Let's go to. I think Sarah is who the randomizer is picking. Sarah is here. Yes.
Are you there, Sarah?
Yes.
Hi. How are you?
I am.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm just fine.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
That's
you,
good,
Sarah.
Sarah. Sarah, you know how the game is played, I believe. I'll read you the names of these
Yes.
celebrities, and then you have to determine the one that has passed, that Frank has taken away in his electric scooter, or on his electric scooter. And Gina, what is the prize that Sarah might win?
Tickets to see Noel Gallagher. You know, he's one of the Gallagher brothers from Oasis.
And he's fine.
With Garbage and special guest Metric at USANA on June 13th.
All right, Sarah, here we go. These 4 celebrities are all male dancers, dance personalities, all right? Number 1, Tommy Tune. Tommy Tune, actor, dancer, singer, theater director, producer, and choreographer. Over the course of his career, he won 10 Tony Awards, the National Medal of Arts, and he also won a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Tommy Tune is the only person to win Tony Awards in the same categories, Best Choreography and Best Director of a Musical, in consecutive years, and the first to win in 4 categories. Number 1, Tommy Tune. Number 2, Mikhail Baryshnikov, Soviet-born Russian-American dancer, actor. He was the preeminent male classical dancer of his time. He subsequently became a noted dance director. He was born in Riga, Latvia, in the Soviet Socialist Republic. Baryshnikov had a promising start in the Kirov Ballet in Leningrad before he defected to the West. He defected in Canada. Number 2, Mikhail Baryshnikov. Number 3, Alvin Ailey, dancer, director, choreographer, and activist who founded the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater. He and his affiliated school, the Dance Center. as havens for nurturing black dancers and artists, expressing the universality of the African-American experience through dance. Ailey, by the way, loathed the label black choreographer and preferred to be known simply as a choreographer. He was notoriously private about his private life. Number 3, Alvin Ailey. And number 4 on the list, Ben Vereen. Vereen gained prominence for his performances in the original Broadway productions of Jesus Christ Superstar. He got a Tony nomination for that. And for Pippin, for which he won a Tony Award for Best Actor in a Musical. Vereen has also starred in numerous television programs and was well known for playing the role of Chicken George in Alex Haley's TV miniseries Roots, for which he received an Emmy nomination.
Don't forget 10 Speed and Brown Shoe.
10 Speed and that's right, Frank. He was in
Frank knows.
10 Speed and Brown Shoe with Jeff Goldblum, a series that was on for like 12 episodes.
Maybe a season.
And it was really fun. But
I own the DVDs.
Oh, really? I'd like to borrow that from you sometime.
Sure.
So there you go. Those are 4 dance celebrities. Sarah, who was dead?
Is it number 1?
Number 1, Tommy Tune. No, I'm sorry.
He's fine. He's just fine.
Is he fine, really?
Yes, he is. Tommy Tune is 84. You know, he's 6'6".
Wow.
Have you ever seen? I mean, he's got legs that start at about 6 feet.
I'll have to fold him in half to fit him in the sidecar.
Yeah, when the time comes.
When the time comes.
Let me give you another chance here at this, Sarah. Is it Mikhail Baryshnikov? Is it Ben Vereen? Or is it Alvin Ailey?
Alvin Ailey.
It is, in fact, Alvin Ailey who's passed.
I knew you were going to get that.
He died in 1989 at a pretty young age of 59. He died from AIDS-related illnesses. He asked his doctor to announce that his death was caused by terminal blood disorder rather than AIDS because he wanted to shield his mother from the stigma associated with HIV and AIDS.
That's a tragedy.
He was a gay man, but he kept his romantic life completely in the closet. Alvin Ailey. There you go. Congratulations, Sarah. You got it on the second chance, so you'll be going to see Gallagher, Noel Gallagher
and Garbage.
Hang on, okay? Thank you. Goodbye. No, hold on.
Oh, hold on.
Hold on. Don't
Don't
hang
go.
up. Don't hang up.
Hanging on.
Hold on. Let's see. Mikhail Baryshnikov is 75.
He's fine.
And Ben Vereen, 76 years old.
Still kicking.
In 1 year, I read this in his bio, he was involved in like 4 serious automobile accidents.
Oh, he's a bad driver, is he?
I didn't read the details of whether it was his fault or not, but I mean, seriously injured 4 different times in automobile accidents.
To stay out of cars.
Yeah.
I think celebrities need to be driven because they are precious.
Yeah.
Are precious.
And he had a child who died in a car accident, not associated with any of those.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Tragedy.
Yeah. Well, Frank,
Well,
what will you be doing for the weekend?
has anyone seen Jennifer Warren's?
Love, lift us up where we belong.
Oh, Frank will lift her up where she belongs.
I'm sure he will.
76.
Oh,
Well, goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Frank. We'll see ya. Is that her only claim to fame? Or did she write a lot of other stuff?
That's the one that
Look
I...
it up.
That's the only...
Don't call this day drinking. This is refined. This is special.
And his little helper and Draper texted in and said that must be an on this day of some kind in Draper.
Well, it's a both. It's an on this day and an if you know, you know. On this day in 1982, New Order released the single Temptation. And if you know, you know. I had to dig that one out. Boy. All right. Boy. You know.
Yes?
What's the matter?
Trying to.
It's too damn hot in here.
It's hard to concentrate, isn't it?
It's hard to, yes. It's hard to give a damn.
It's the air conditioning is broken. And I don't know why it seems to always, at least twice a year, 3 times a year, it breaks down.
And our studio is a small room with lots of equipment.
Lots of hot electronic equipment. Yeah. And so
it's not good for the equipment either.
Can't be. Yeah.
New Order, by the way.
Yes.
So Kilby Block Party's this weekend, and
is it this weekend?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my hell!
And they're
playing.
They're part of it.
Yep.
All right.
Let's do the boner recap. We have somebody there.
Sammy,
are you there?
I am. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning. How are you today, Sammy?
Great. How are you all?
Hot.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault, Sammy.
There's no air conditioning in here, and it's making me cranky. I don't want to do that anymore. Sammy, I'll try and cheer up here, though. If you can tell me who the boner winner was today, after I recap the 3 candidates for you, you'll win a fine prize, which is what, Gina?
A Radio from Hell chicken bucket containing various prizes, although we know for sure not chicken, though.
The Radio from Hell chicken bucket does not contain actual chicken, but it makes a fine hat because there's no chicken. There's been no chicken, and it's not going to be greasy.
But we do know we will put a Radio from Hell diner style mug in there, but there will be other things.
So when you take the stuff out of it, put it on your head and wear it as a hat for a few minutes, and please take a photograph of yourself with wearing it and send it to us. Will you do that, Sammy?
Please.
You got it.
All right. Sammy, did you hear the boner candidates today?
I did.
Well, you're in like Flint then. Boner candidate number 1, bonehead prep school boys, knuckle-headed preppies at Manhattan's elite collegiate school pulled a senior prank by setting up a fake border checkpoint in the lobby of the school and demanded to see classmates' papers as a mariachi band played nearby. What a wonderful, funny joke that was. Boner candidate number 2, I'm guessing he doesn't really know what it means. A CBS newscaster, they were talking about the conclave, the papal conclave, and said they had to take away all of the cardinals. They had their cell phones confiscated. And another CBS reporter said, so they're raw dogging it, huh? Yeah, no, that's not what you mean. And boner candidate number 3 was kids line up to check books out from the Library of Congress all the time. Trump has fired the head librarian at the Library of Congress. Caroline Levitt, spokesperson for Donald Trump, said the reason she was fired was that she didn't fit the needs of the American people. There were quite concerning things that she had done at the Library of Congress in pursuit of DEI and putting inappropriate books in the library for children. Kids do not go to the Library of Congress and check out books.
That's not what
it's for. So those were the 3 boner candidates. Sammy, which one was the winner?
Okay, I believe it was number 3.
Your belief has been confirmed. It was number 3.
Yes.
Yes. And you have won a Radio from Hell chicken bucket. The Radio from Hell chicken bucket does not contain actual chicken, remember that, but it makes a fine hat. Sammy.
Woohoo!
Woohoo, indeed. Hang on the line, and somebody will tell you what you need to do next, okay?
Hang on. All right. Okay.
What are we doing now?
We're going to take a break.
Okay.
And then it's big boy news and opinioenda.
Mm-hmm. Okay, got it.
We're almost done.
Boy, I've got my fan here.
You made a fan? Oh, you got your little handheld fan there.
Yeah. Careful, it's got glitter on it.
It does help.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back with some news after the stand by. The Daybreak Home and Garden Show is happening this weekend.
Yes, indeed, it is.
Out at the ballpark.
Yeah, at the new ballpark, the Bees Field. You know, the tracks goes right to it.
Makes it super easy.
See, that's very cool.
Yeah. Now, this show will have something for everybody in the family.
Oh, yeah, bring the whole family out. They have special stuff for kids.
All kinds of vendors, home and garden equipment, patio furniture, free games for the kids, free do-it-yourself seminars, and hourly free prizes given away. So that's and lots of stuff to see. Plus, you'll get to see the new ballpark, and they'll take you on a little. You can take a little tour of the ballpark as well. It'll be exciting, fun, educational for the whole family. If you want to get tickets, it's thebesthomeshow.com. Thebesthomeshow.com, and that's how you get tickets for the Home and Garden Show. It's this weekend at the ballpark at America First Square. That's 3 days, right? Yeah, 16, 17, and 18.
X96.
All right, 9:19. It is time for Big Boy News and Opinioendo, brought to you by...
Big deals at Big O Tires are here. Save up to $120 instantly on select sets of tires at Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Having trouble with my news sounder.
Your thing.
Like, we can't start the news until...
No.
There we go.
Soviet-era spacecraft plunged to Earth on Saturday, more than half-century after its failed launch to Venus. Its uncontrolled entry was confirmed by both the Russian Space Agency and European Space Surveillance and Tracking. The Russians indicated that it came down over the Indian Ocean, but some experts were not so sure of the precise location. The European Space Agency's Space Debris Office also tracked the...
There's a whole office for space debris?
They need more than a whole office. There's lots of it.
Apparently.
They tracked the spacecraft's doom after it failed to appear over a German radar station. It's not immediately known how much, if any, of the half-ton spacecraft survived the fiery descent from orbit. Experts said ahead of time that some, if not all of it, might come crashing down, given that it was built to withstand landing on Venus, the solar system's hottest planet. The chances of anybody getting clobbered by spacecraft debris was exceedingly low, though, scientists said. It was launched in 1972 by the Soviet Union. It was known as Cosmos 482. It was part of a series of missions bound for Venus. That never made it out of orbit around Earth, though, and just stranded there by rocket malfunction. Much of the spacecraft came tumbling back to Earth within a decade of the failed launch, no longer able to resist gravity tug as its orbit dwindled.
I'm unable to resist gravity's tug.
I see you not resisting it every day. You're not resisting it right now. It's tugging you really hard, and you just allow that to go on. Let's see. An Idaho sixth grade student at Sacred Heart Catholic School in Boise. What are the odds there'd be a Catholic school named Sacred Heart? I just can't imagine. In Boise, it had a surprising prediction come true. She randomly selected the cardinal who would be the next pope. They were like, he's the pope. He's the pope. And they screamed it down the halls, and we were like, yay, he got elected. And I was like, well, that's my guy. That's the guy I picked. Olivia Fisher and her classmates were given an assignment to pick a cardinal at random who might become the next pope.
Does she get money?
Her selection, Robert Prevost, now Pope Leo XIV, made her the only student to correctly predict the historic choice. I got who is now the Pope, and we had to do it on this bag. I don't know, Olivia said. The assignment required students to research their selected cardinal and create a portrait with facts about them. Fisher included details about the new pope in her drawing. He was born September 19th, 1955 in Chicago, Illinois, Olivia said. Pope Leo XIV is first American pope. It's cool because we're from the United States, too.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's cool to know that he knows where we are. Yeah. And that he could probably speak American, too, Fisher said.
Man.
I still don't understand what the bag was. As part of the project, the class made red zucchettas, the small little red skull caps worn by cardinals. Fisher's drawing featured a white one reserved for the Pope, perhaps a sign of her lucky prediction. That doesn't say she won anything other than just bragging rights. Yeah. That's all. The Catholics, they don't have gambling stuff, do they?
The Catholics?
They have nothing but Don't they have casino nights?
Yeah, like bingo.
That? Yeah. For centuries, mammoths have fascinated civilization due to their sheer size and lore, and now scientists are investigating the possibility of introducing mammoth-like species as part of a revolutionary approach to combat climate change. In a recent interview, Dr. Tyler Faith, chief curator at the National History Museum of Utah, discussed groundbreaking research focused on the concept of de-extinction, bringing extinct species back to life. This is not a good idea.
We've seen this movie.
Yes. Dr. Faith highlighted that the goal of de-extinction is beyond the boundaries of modern capabilities. One aspect of this de-extinction stuff is the genetic advances required to do this are going to push the envelope, and that can translate into all kinds of downstream consequences that we can only begin to dream up right now, he said. Mammoths could, in theory, reduce the impacts of a changing climate.
Reduce the impacts?
That's what they say, using their sheer size and weight by trampling snow. This is really silly. And opening terrain. They could slow carbon release from falling permafrost.
I don't.
What? This is just pie in the sky. I don't.
You just want to see one for real in life. That's what you want. Just say that.
Yeah.
Just say that. Be cool to have one.
Just confess we're playing God.
Yeah.
Just say it. You know.
Kristen Bell's daughters seem to have inherited their mother's wit. The 44-year-old Nobody Wants This actress. Nobody Wants This?
Oh, I love that show.
It's a show.
Such a good
Netflix show. Very funny.
Recently took her Instagram to show off the clever card that her daughters Lincoln and Delta got for her on Mother's Day. Happy Father's Day, Mom. Mom, we love you so much. I think they're just dumb, aren't they? Mom, we love you so much to the moon and back. Happy Mother's Day, you creative and considerate biatch, the card read. Best card anyone.
Okay.
So she thinks that her kids are geniuses.
Well, how old are they? That's funny if you're little. It's a funny joke.
I don't know. It doesn't say. Let's see. The movies. The movies are your Marvel movie is doing extremely well.
Oh yeah.
It's number one at the box office again, I believe. Where is that? And Sinners is still doing exceptionally well, which I think is great.
I went to see a movie, like I told you, for Mother's Day.
What'd you see?
And my mom wanted to see The Ballad of Wallace Island, which I had not heard about at all. I'm sure Sean reviewed it at some point because it's a Sundance movie, and it was at the Broadway. It was delightful and charming and funny, and I was talking to Festus about it before I went. I'm like, I said, Grandmere wants us to go to a movie, and I've never heard of this movie. And he looked it up while I was talking to him, and he's like, oh, it's got 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. And it was...
What's it about?
So it's about this guy who won the lottery. Mm-hmm. Would you do this if you won the lottery? I think a lot of people might consider it.
And he wanted to buy an island or
move
there?
So that was part of it. He moved to the island. Mm-hmm. But the other part of it is his favorite musical duo. That had broken up years ago. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm going to pay them each, I've got $1 million and I'm going to spend it on bringing them to the island for a private show.
Get them back together.
Yeah. It's very, very sweet and very funny, and I recommend it highly.
Let's see. Thunderbolts was number one, then Sinners number two, and Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
It just
that thing's billions.
Yeah,
it's up there in the billions now.
There's a movie
worldwide.
There's Sean reviewed this one, Clown in a Cornfield, number 5. Then a religious movie is number 10, The King of Kings. I think that's a local, or it's produced by that studio down in Provo.
Yeah.
Blake Shelton and Kelly Clarkson returning for season 27 finale of The Voice, airing live tomorrow. No, May 20th, Tuesday, May 20th. Singing competition series will feature performances from the top 5 finalists and coaches, and Kelsey Ballerini, Michael Bublé, John Legend, and Adam Levine, as well as a lineup of returning coaches and contestants. So it's an all-star.
That I won't be watching.
Me either. I won't have anything to do with it. Although I've mentioned it before, I somehow saw some backstage thing, and it was Kelly Clarkson and Blake Shelton and what's his name? I just said it. And they were singing. They just started singing.
And they're good at that?
A cappella and blending in with each other. And it was like unrehearsed. And I'm going, what?
They're professionals.
How do people do that?
They are professionals.
My God, they were good. Anyway, that's it for now.
Weather?
All I got, yeah.
All right, weather.
Sorry, we're a little distracted because it's hot in here.
I can't stand it.
77 outside right now. Going to get up to 87 for a high, and it's a little breezy now. Could even get more so. A lot like yesterday, actually. 40-mile-an-hour winds possible today. All that wind is blowing in a cold front. It'll be 49 overnight tonight, and then tomorrow, high of 60. So today, 87, tomorrow, 60. Temperature drops quite a bit. And we have a 60% chance of showers starting tomorrow and continuing through into the first part of Wednesday night. It looks like we drop down into the 60s for a few days. Then it looks like by the weekend we warm back up again to where it's supposed to be this time of year.
All right. Thank you very much. Stand by.
Listen to Radio from Hell at Home when you...
So Mother's Day yesterday.
It was?
Yeah. And Mother's Day, my favorite Mother's Day gift I have ever received, I got in 2021 from Festus. It was a Cameo. You know, Cameo, that website where you can have celebrities or sort of celebrities make personalized videos for you.
They still do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Festus had one made for me by this comedian that we both really like. His name's Corey Forrester. He's this Southern guy, very thick Southern accent, and he's super liberal. But
I seem to remember you talking about this.
Yeah.
At the time.
And he has this persona where he's a wrestler, a pro wrestler, called the Buttercream Dream. He's a very funny guy. So Festus for Mother's Day in 2021. So the first Trump administration had this Cameo made for me, and I would have Carrie play it, but he swears in it.
Yeah, sorry.
But I like to repost it every year because it's funny. It's talks about my take back the flag thing that I do and how I'm a true patriot.
Now, is this something that Festus wrote for him, or is it something
I think the way it works, I've never purchased a Cameo. I think you fill out an application with some details in it. Who's this for? What's it? You know, tell me something about your mom. And it's on my Facebook page if you want to go listen to it. It's like a minute and a half long, and it's really funny. But the funniest thing is after I posted it, Festus sent me this, and if you go to x96.com/live, it is what AI thinks about this post.
Oh. Huh?
And AI says, what's Festus's relationship with Corey? Corey's the comedian. Based on this Facebook post, it appears that Festus is Corey's child, and Corey is expressing gratitude for a wonderful Mother's Day present given by Festus. That's what. This is why we should be worried about AI. Is that what AI has gathered from this Cameo comedy made up thing for Mother's Day? And I just said to Festus, "I'm sorry you had to find out this way. That's who your real father is."
I was reading about AI yesterday, and apparently artificial intelligence develops what they call amnesia. And they don't know why. They don't know why it happens, but it makes it unreliable. It'll work very well for a while, and then it just all of a sudden starts having gaps in its knowledge and its ability. And they say it suffers from amnesia, and they have not, and all of them do it. All the various, because everybody has their own
platform.
They all have done it, and they can't figure out why it. So I use it a little bit to do some research, and I noticed that it says things to me like, "This is a very difficult subject. Make sure you check my work."
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it'll say, "Make sure that you check what I've said here, because some of it may not be completely accurate."
But I'm coming to you so I don't have to work.
Well,
now you're making it harder.
The whole point.
Well, no, it does a lot of it. It'll do a lot of it.
Now I'm the teacher,
and I just ask it to do simple things, and but I've never. There's a feature where you can just get it to do the whole thing for you, and I don't do that. I use it basically like it's a little amped up Google.
And it does other like there are some things that it can do in medicine that are really positive, like there are tests you can have, like blood tests and things, that if you put it through AI, it can look at, however many millions of possibilities that a human could never sit down and spend the time looking through. Like there are very helpful applications for it, but it doesn't know everything, and it doesn't get everything right all the time.
Yeah, you shouldn't rely on it completely.
Never.
Yeah.
Ever.
And I just, like I say, I just use it like it's sort of amped up.
It's Google.
It's just amped up, and it's.
And even with Google, you have it'll show you a bunch of things, and you need to pick through it with what's real and what's not.
What worries me is the animation is getting so good.
Mm-hmm. The deep fake kind of stuff.
That's the concerning stuff. I saw one on the weekend where it was the scene from Monty Python and the Holy Grail about help, I'm being repressed. The strange women lying in ponds is no basis for a system of government thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it was 3 babies.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of the babies now.
And they're all in costumes like,
Mhm.
King Arthur and the peasants. And it's so close to being
Oh, they baby everything. There's a
real
million
looking.
of those.
Yeah.
There's also
It's so close to looking real that it's frightening.
I don't know how why I keep running into this thing, but it's animals in peril.
Oh, yes. Why do I keep getting those?
And it's like the one that I just saw was a giraffe that had been wounded, and the guy comes up and wraps a big bandage around the giraffe. And
Yeah.
the giraffe gets up and starts to walk away, and then turns around and bends down and like nuzzles the guy. And it's all fake.
Yeah, it's all fake.
It's all fake. Or the penguin, who's all tied up in some fishing wire, and the guy gets it all off of him, and the penguin reaches up.
Yeah, this
Give
not
him a hug,
real. Not real.
It's all fake.
I'm getting animals in peril videos that aren't fake.
Oh, these are all, and it's all humans coming to the aid of animals who are so grateful.
It's like a bag of puppies in a dumpster. You know,
I don't know.
And people rescuing the puppies. Why do I keep getting? I used to get my favorite little monkey, my little fat one-armed monkey.
One arm?
Yeah. Who was taken care of by this old woman.
That was Photoshop.
And I enjoyed those because he was grumpy. And now I'm getting, puppies in dumpsters.
I thought you got the goats in pajamas video.
I used to get those too, and now I'm getting. I did see one that was fake this week. It was a shark that was beached.
Yeah.
That these guys put back in the water, and that I could tell that one was fake. But
but you're right. It is getting better, and that is concerning.
It's the ones I'm talking about too. They're really they look too real, so they're fake. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They look too real. There was one they had like a giant squid that they pulled up onto a boat and helped it out and made sure that it was safe to go.
See, like right now,
you have one right now.
I've got little puppy in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Being rescued. But then I conversely get bad drivers and Disneyland stuff. So the algorithm knows that I like Disneyland.
Yeah.
And it knows I like puppies. But for some reason, it's giving me animals and puppies in peril.
Don't click on. If you don't watch it, then maybe it'll drop out of your.
So I don't. Hoping that
it'll eventually go.
I'll just get more Disneyland videos or something like that. The little monkey in the dress.
That's what you want.
I want the little monkey in the dress.
Okay. Little monkey in a dress with no arm.
No, that's a different monkey.
Oh.
Carrie wants different monkey content.
That's the one-armed monkey is Sing Sing. Is the monkey's name. He's fat.
Oh.
He's a fatty.
And is it in Asia?
Yeah. Xing.
I think I've seen it.
Have you seen?
I think I've seen it, yeah.
He's grumpy.
And the old lady brings him food.
Old lady brings him food, and he takes it. And sometimes he'll eat it, and sometimes he'll throw it at her.
Jeez.
Like, old lady is taking care of you.
Be nice
Sing,
to her.
Be nice. Don't be grumpy. Anyway. All right, we'll take a break, play a song, and literally crawl towards the exits. Coming up after these. Stand by. Stockton 12 Honda.
Yes, indeed. Stockton 12 Honda. Buy a car from those guys. They're terrific. Stockton 12 Honda in the Southtown Auto Mall in Sandy. I've purchased cars there, and it's always been a really good experience. Their service department is excellent as well at Stockton 12 Honda. Check it out. They have same-day service available. You call today, they can get you in. Also, mobile repair services available. They come to you, Stockton12Honda.com for making appointments and more details on that. But it's really a great service. And they're paying top dollar for your trade-in right now at Stockton 12 Honda. So if you want to get a new car, this is the perfect time. Trade in your old car, get a lot of money for it, and buy a new car. And you can't go wrong buying a Honda, that's for sure. They also have a really great selection of pre-owned and used cars at Stockton 12 Honda. You can see it all online. They've got pretty much their entire inventory there. Just go to Stockton, the number 12, Honda.com, Stockton 12.
On X90.
Uh, 9:54. Okay. It's just...
We're just sort of
It's
left.
sweltering in here.
Yeah.
It's the air conditioning is broken. I don't know what the temperature is in here, but it ain't good. That's
Well,
for
and
sure.
you walk out into the hall and it's fine, which makes me think that other people in the building are going to be like, "What are they bitching
What are they
about?"
bitching about? That's always... We're always the jerks. You know, it's always us. They won't let us control the temperature in here when it does work.
We can't be trusted with it.
But they get upset when we call at 5 in the morning to say, change the temperature.
See, I have an app on my phone that I can change the temperature at my house right now.
Me too.
If I wanted
Well, that's not going to do us any good.
But I mean, we could have that app on our phone to do it here in the studio.
And then we don't have to call anybody at 5 in the morning to do it.
If one, and not even all of us, just one of us.
Yeah.
Give it to Katie.
Give it to Katie.
She's responsible.
She's clearly the adult. Give it to Katie. All right.
But yeah, if I wanted to mess with my family, I could turn the heat on right now.
You could turn on the air conditioning.
Mhm.
But we're the jerks.
Except it's not Memorial Day.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Daddy! Hey, Daddy!
What are you hollering about this time, Denver?
Daddy, I'm melting. It's so damn hot in here. Could we please turn on the AC?
Denver, first of all, put $1 in the swear jar.
Okay.
And second of all, you know the Criddle family rule is no AC until Memorial Day.
Radio from Hell, melting Tuesday morning here on X96.
Isn't that your rule? Or your husband's rule,
I mean, I
should say?
sort of incorporated it into the...
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Is it still on?
No, global warming has changed the family rule.
Oh, you've just given up?
Yeah. The AC has been on.
Okay.
I think I just turned mine on yesterday for the first time.
Mine's been on a couple of days.
Well, you like living in an icebox.
I do.
though.
Not as much these days, though. I need
You
it.
get cold?
I start to get cold.
Oh.
All right. Well, let's see. I think we're good.
Uh-huh.
Fine job as always, Katie. Live long and prosper, bitches.
Don't you know who I am?
I'm not able to resist the gravity tug.
You know who else is unable to resist the gravity tug? Artie